Uh, it still feels weird to me just calling it the chair. Anyway,
Anyway,
I shall start if we're all ready then.
move on.
I shall move on then. We return to our adventuring party as they rack their brains in an attempt to figure out how to resolve the situation they currently find themselves in. The decision was made by the conduit to travel to the dwarven city of Brackeridge in search of the blade to a talking dagger hilt. The group made their way to Neverwinter before chartering an airship to take them along the Sword Coast. Whilst the ship stopped to resupply, the group had a rather fancy meal in the town of Cliffkeep before heading back to the ship and its rather standard food in comparison. Another day passed as they travelled oversea to avoid the dangerous mountains that split the Sword Coast and the dangers within. During the 10th day, however, they found themselves under attack from seemingly bandits on the backs of hippogriffs. However, they were also accompanied by deer-headed birds. The crew took up their battle stations, attempting to arm and fire ballistas at the attackers. As the battle progressed, multiple people took hits, whilst landing their own blows. In a tense moment, with the ranger teetering on the edge of life and death, the cleric willingly gave over her own life force to save him. The group was able to kill most of the remaining attackers, be it with attacks or leaving them to fall to their demise. However, one creature was able to scoop up Eryn and is attempting to fly back to wherever it came from. Now the situation is somewhat of a dire one. Will the conduit be able to get all their members back aboard the airship and continue on their journey, wherever may it lead them?
Whoop. Oh man, guys. Oh man. Oh yeah. Back to this situation. Oh boy.
Back to this fancy situation?
Mm-hmm. Oh god. Okay. Oh boy. Right, so it's Eryn's turn.
Right, so I believe it's Eryn's turn.
Yeah.
What on earth is happening?
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna have to heal myself, so I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that's 2d8 plus 2, right?
Yes, but before you do that, you need one of your hands free to do this. Now, currently, one hand is clutching the creature's leg, and the other hand is clutching Maxi. I just want to double check you're releasing the one which you're currently holding onto its leg with?
It's holding onto my shoulders, right?
Yes, it is, but you put your hand onto its leg just in case it dropped you.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release the leg, touch myself to heal myself, and grab back onto the leg.
Well, you know what they say, it's stress relieving. So
yeah.
Certainly roll your healing.
So that's 2d8 plus 2. Come on, please. Oh my god!
Oh wow. Why can't I roll like that when I heal people?
Oh my god, whatever god
Fuck you, that's why.
watching over me,
It's my god.
21 health. You now actually have more health than... Hang on, what health is Vincent on?
Basically everyone else, no?
Yeah.
Wait, 13 plus 4, 17...
Where is Vincent?
Almost have more health than the entirety of the party put together.
Where is Vincent? Oh, Vincent, okay.
He's got the ballista.
Before we move on, Lewis, do you want to get onto the steering wheel so we have 2 turns at steering the ship so we can get the ship under the bird?
I will pretend like I came up with this idea myself and it wasn't horrendous metagaming.
Okay. Thanks.
I will
appreciate
you
it.
that, I mean, the ship sort of moving, it kind of swings, so it takes like the 6 seconds to swing. Having 2 people on the wheel just mean you're sort of gonna be fighting over who's controlling it.
So it won't make a difference?
No, so essentially Jenny, the way I've been doing it, on her turn, the captain puts the input in, and then at round 20 is when it essentially takes action.
Oh.
So if you put in multiple inputs at round 20, it would then just essentially try and do those inputs. So if you kind of swung it left and then right, the ship would more than likely just stay on course.
Okay.
And if I
All right, don't worry about it.
recall correctly, I am in the process of holding my action. Were they holding? Yeah. Bonus
With
action, spiritual weapon.
Yes, which means you are technically concentrating, and if you don't release this, you still use up the spell slot.
Yep.
Right, well, Eryn, if that was your turn.
Yeah.
You're very much still alive. Okay. She's going to try and steer the ship and not swing it quite as wildly as that has been happening, but it's flying in a bit of a lopsided pattern. So let us see. Also, we don't want to hit Maxi, so.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right.
Oh no. Was that your roll to see what instinct takes over the bird?
No. That was my roll to see the chance of success to do with flying, and trying to keep the ship. Right. Okay. Well, the creature's turn. It's going to continue trying to fly away.
No.
Car. Or screeching.
Bitch.
Vincent, what are you going to do? You still have line of sight with the ballista on it. Don't forget that you have to push to talk if you have that on.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I don't think me shooting it out of the sky is the best option. And I'm sure Eryn would agree.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep aimed at it.
All right. She's unconscious. So, Nix.
Did the ship not move? Did the ship move?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the ship does move.
And okay.
After Vincent. So as the ship moves, she swings, and unfortunately, she does overcompensate. So,
God damn it!
and the bird is beginning to gain some ground on getting away from you guys.
Okay, so I was going to release the spiritual weapon, but I'm just going to make it in front of me, so it's there. So I don't waste the energy. Could I have done that?
Poop.
So I don't waste my spiritual weapon. Sweet.
Okay.
Oh boy. Are we still going with the plan of trying to get the ship under them and then killing the bird?
I think so.
Okay. Oh man, how are we going to communicate that to Captain Jenny though? Can she hear me? Can she hear me if I shout over to her?
You're a small wee gnome, but let's see.
Okay, spend.
I think if you shout loud enough, you probably could.
Okay, oh god, I attempt to. I'm like, Captain, try and get the ship under the bird. We'll hit it. It'll drop them. Just do your best, please. Thank you.
Alright.
We'll be okay, Eryn.
You can see Aaron's desperate look on his face.
I know, I'm sorry. And then, I feel like, fuck it. I'm going to use.
What does fuck it mean?
I'm going to use my action to cast blindness on the bird. Because it's trying to fly away, and I don't want it to keep flying away, so if I confuse it, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty then.
I don't know what to do.
How badly could this go?
I don't know what to do.
Probably not that.
Maybe just like...
Look, it keeps flying away from us. We can't catch up to it. Really?
Why do I get natural 20s when I'm the DM? Fuck it, I want these when I'm a player.
Stop
Why?
it. Where'd you roll a... yeah, it saves. I am now.
I'd be surprised if it didn't, to be perfectly honest.
I am now completely spellless. It's fine.
Alright, is that your turn?
It's my turn.
Right. Maxi needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh god. I'll watch roll a 1, you watch. Oh, thank god I didn't.
1 success to 1 failure.
Oh, thank
Things are
god.
going slightly better.
Yay.
Ray.
What?
Your turn.
What you doing?
I'm going to get out my crossbow and I'm going to hold my action until the bird is above the ship, and then I'm going to shoot it.
Alright. Eryn.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Ray. What should I do? Please help.
Not die!
I'm on it. Hold tight.
Hold tight. Okay, alright.
Force
okay,
it over this way.
Okay,
Swing.
yeah, I think I'm probably, yeah, okay, I'm going to, so I'm at 21 hit points, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember how much damage this thing did last time it tried to eat my heart out.
A substantial amount, but not enough to take all of that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I will try and swing Max underneath me and myself, my body weight towards the ship.
Alright, make an athletics check. Seriously,
Why?
a 20, then a fucking 19.
Why you roll so
Unfortunately,
high?
it also has a plus, so that is a relative failure. So as you sort of try and swing, the bird is having none of this, being rather pissed off about being tried to be blinded, being plucked almost to the brink of death. It has its meal, and it is going to try and get home.
I'm going to swear at the bird in Elvish.
I know that word.
It seems to understand what you say.
Really?
I'm not making this shit up. Languages, common, Elvish, understands but cannot speak.
Can I tell it to please put me the fuck down in Elvish?
You certainly can try.
I will do that.
Please.
I will
You feel
pay
the
you.
talons
I will
beginning
offer
to
you-
loosen somewhat.
No, on the ship, on the ship, on the ship. Please put me the fuck down on the ship. I will give you food. I will give you money. I will give you whatever you fucking want. Put me down. Roll persuasion.
Yeah, sure, roll persuasion.
Oh,
Go on.
oh, come on, please. He's got a fucking charisma of 9. Please, please, whatever God is listening, please.
Go, we just go.
Well,
That was
it's an 11. Let's see. It looks almost as if it might take the offer. Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right, Vincent, you hear Jenny sort of mutter to herself, almost as if that's been what I've been trying to do, before sort of glancing at you and going, "You gonna fire that thing or just stand there staring?"
I'm good to just stand and stare right now. I don't want to hear my friend. I will aim the ballista though.
Don't you have rope or something?
Probably not.
Check.
Ah.
Check.
How is that? Do you attempt to turn the ship yet again to try and get it? Okay. With that, the creature is now still flying in a... Yeah, oh god. Yeah, it is going to fly over here, I think.
Man, after this, Eryn is gonna hate birds.
Yeah, I'm just slowly
Oh.
giving fear upon
Oh,
fear
wait,
to
I can
Eryn
hit
here,
it.
aren't I?
It didn't go over it, did it? Oh, it went over the front bit. Oh no.
That was sort of it flying. The ship hasn't turned underneath it yet. This is hurting my brain trying to figure out how the hell how these are technically moving in 3D space. All right,
Thank goodness
Vincent.
you're good at physics.
I do have rope in some of my tools. I have 50 feet of rope.
50 feet.
Oh, that's not
Shit.
quite enough.
No idea. I don't know.
Can't harpoon it then. That's not enough rope. Curses.
So can I can use my action and bonus action to move, right?
Yes, you can.
So that means I can move 60 feet.
That means you can move 90 feet.
Wait, what?
Because you can
Movement, action, bonus action, 90.
Oh, okay, cool. 19 feet to there. I can't throw the rope, so I'll ask Ray to take the rope and try and throw it to Eryn.
All right. Well, as she's concentrating, the ship does swing yet again. It isn't quite. It's sort of just near it to the ship, if that makes sense. And Eryn, you can actually see the banister, and it is in grabbing distance. You're just sprayed out like that, so it's easier to grab you. So essentially, you are kind of rubbing. You're kind of. You think if you were to be dropped, you might be able to grab hold of the railing as you fall. You're not entirely sure how well it would go, though.
Okay.
Nyx.
All right. Okay. Hearing what Vincent said to Ray, I pull out my own rope that I have in my inventory, tie it in like a little knot both around myself and on the end, and try it. I'm gonna try and throw it up to Eryn because I'm assuming he's in the air. I don't know if I can reach him.
Make an athletics check. See if you can throw the rope up.
Whoop whoop whoop. Thankfully,
Come on.
I'm decent at this. Will I roll
Let's
though?
go.
I don't roll well.
Yeah, no, you're able to. It kind of goes up to about Erin's shoulder level before beginning to fall.
Ah, grab it, Eryn.
Okay. Is that like mid-turn? It goes up to my shoulder.
Yeah, it's currently. We'll currently bullet time this. It is currently hanging in the air.
Okay.
Max to make his death saving throw.
Oh god.
Ooh dear.
Oh god.
Right, Ray.
I need to cast spell attack.
You currently see this bullet time rope hanging near Eryn. What is your split-second decision?
I'm gonna hold my action.
To shoot it?
Yeah.
All right. Eryn, the bullet time rope is hanging just in front of you.
I'm gonna
You're
try
holding
and...
on to Max, by the way.
Oh my god.
One arm is on Max, the other arm is on the creature's leg, which is still digging into you, but yeah.
Okay.
Just watch it fall.
Grab it. Grab it.
Well, it just dies, and then just you see all three of them plummet, and then you just see the rope slowly disappearing over the side of the edge, and Nyx's eyes just widen.
It's tied around me. It's okay. Just grab it.
Will you let me do this thing? As in, I'm going to let go again of the leg. I'm going to attempt to grab the rope. If I fail, I will grab back onto the leg. Is that... Would that be possible?
Sure, make a dexterity saving throw to try and grab the
Come on, Eryn, you're good at this.
Go, Eryn, go. Eryn, go on. Come on, Eryn.
Come on,
Dice,
please.
Dice, please don't. Oh, no.
You kind of just grab it by the very end, and it's... Well, yeah, the rope's not falling, but you think if you start falling, you're probably not going to have a very good grip on it. But it is kind of in your hand. You're holding,
what do you mean?
you're holding on to the fraying end of Nyx's rope.
Okay. So the rope. Okay, it's not a good grip, but it's a grip.
I did
Okay.
tie it into a loop knot, but I don't know if...
She's holding on to fibers, not the entire thing.
Oh,
Okay.
yes? Oh, no.
Can I? Is that my action?
Depends what you're planning on doing.
I'm gonna attempt to swing the bird towards the ship again.
All right. Make another athletics check, but I would say probably at disadvantage for this one.
Okay.
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
You apparently have a 19 to beat again.
Mm.
A
You're actually
19.
at 20.
Control over these.
Sorry, what was that, Sophie?
Yeah, natural 20.
Yeah, but with disadvantage as well.
You'd have to
Two.
get to.
Get 2 natural 20.
We believe.
I believe.
Okay. Come
With
on,
a +4, that's
please.
pretty impressive.
Yeah. Come on. No.
Unfortunately, having now holding onto the rope, you go and try and swing yourself, and you feel your grip kind of going, and you stop, and you just don't really have much to swing on, holding a dead cat beneath you, and this sort of rope. You can't really get much
He's-
momentum going.
He's not
to
dead
swing yourself.
yet.
A dying cat below you.
I won't let him die.
Okay. Jenny's turn. Isn't
So
this...
close, man.
Yeah, no, she's just going to continue flying and try and keep it there. So it starts to fly away.
No.
Oh god, I'm not actually meaning to move, Nix. Get your ass back there. So it's starting to fly away, but the ship is sort of turning. So
Okay, my rope
I will for now say that you're essentially. It's beginning to pull away from the ship a bit again.
Wait, what? Hang on. Wait, I missed something. Why is Nyx hovering?
She wasn't. I accidentally moved her.
Oh god, okay.
She jumped on after Max.
She saw you had tight hold of that rope and just jumped off the edge.
No.
All right, Vincent. What are you gonna do?
I'll move up to Ray and give her my rope.
I'm gonna take it. I didn't convince that.
You feel like it might not. It might have decided that it can get whatever it wants off your dead corpse.
Right.
Sorry.
Laugh and then just apologize for it, you evil person.
Hey, my rope! And I throw my rope at her.
Where did I leave the... Oh, no.
And then I've still got 10 feet of movement, so I'll move slightly forward. And then I'll pull out a knife. No.
Vincent starts pacing.
I'll end my turn.
All right. Next.
I still have the immovable rod on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Since I have the rope wrapped around my waist, and I've tried to throw it up to Eryn, I'm going to pull the immovable rod out, click it, and hold on to it.
Okay, then.
Wait, what? What does that do?
Oh, can I throw it to
You'll see.
Eryn? Should I throw it? No, Ray will kill me if I lose
Nope.
the immovable rod.
Wait,
Max.
I don't understand. What does that
Yes,
do?
I will.
You
Maxi's turn.
Has that done something to the rope?
Ooh, no.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, Eryn, you feel the last breath of Maxi pass.
Fuck. This is why I'm
That is
not
an
allowed.
ex-cat, I'm afraid.
Abby, you're a terrible person.
This is why I'm not allowed to roll. This is why I don't roll for death saving throws. I always roll badly. I don't have anything to
Kill to
save
play a
me.
character who isn't even here. Yes, that's... Oh, God.
Okay. This is when I attempt to cast Revivify without it prepared and no diamonds. I'm like, hey, wee Jess. Hey, it's me again.
Right. So... Nyx is holding on to the immovable rod. And if you're curious what the immovable rod does, it's essentially quantum pinning.
Mm-hmm.
What's quantum pinning?
Have you not seen quantum pinning? That's really cool. Essentially, it becomes fixed in the space to which it stands.
Yep.
So, if Nyx had thought this through, Ray, your turn. You see Nyx is beginning to move towards the back of the ship.
Oh my, it's fine. It only moves like 30 feet.
As she's holding onto this rod, and you see the ship now just moving.
It's okay. I've still got 30 feet for the rope before we run out of rope. It's okay.
Measured from the creature, I'm just having those two out underneath so I can.
Okay, we're good.
Ray,
35.
what are you doing?
I'm holding my turn.
To shoot it still? All right.
Yeah.
Eryn, what are you doing?
Grab the rope, Eryn.
Yeah, I'm gonna make another, like, I know it's just, I'm just holding onto the...
So you use the rest of your action to sort of like
Oh,
maneuver the rope in your one hand, still holding onto this cat.
one sec, wait. I'm gonna let go of Max.
All right.
I'm sorry, what?
Because he's dead? Wait, but then we can't bury him if he's dead.
The limp, lifeless form of Max just drops out from Erin's hand.
And we thought I was bad.
You are bad. This is your fault.
No, hang on, guys, come on.
I'm kidding. I mean, don't feel guilty.
How quickly does he fall?
60 feet per round.
Oh, Jesus.
Throw the immovable rod at him.
My God.
She's already locked it in place. And the ship moves. The ship moves at about what was it? The ship moves at about 60 feet per round as well.
60? I thought it was 30. Oops. Oh, well.
Was it 30? Shit, I can't remember. I need to look this up.
I thought it was the... Whoa, wait.
All right, Eryn, you dropped your cat. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna try and reach for the rope.
All right, you now have a firm handle on this rope.
Wait, just like that?
Yep, it takes your action.
Right, can you just describe to me what is the situation now? I'm holding onto this rope firmly.
So, yep,
Abby
firmly in your hand.
Abby used the immovable rod. What does that mean? That
so oh god, it has a hang on, I need to do maths. Oh god, shit, no, this thing has a airspeed of 8 miles an hour, which is actually 80 feet per round.
what, the rope?
No, the ship moves at 80 feet per round.
Okay, the ship moves at 80 feet per round. Okay, but like I'm holding onto this rope. Is the rope like rigid? I'm sorry, I'm just...
No, not yet. You currently have about 35 feet of rope still sort of slack, but you do notice that Nyx is very quickly heading in this direction as the ship is now seemingly moving underneath.
Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. I understand what you mean now. Okay, that's really, really bad, no?
Yeah.
I didn't understand what the rod was doing.
The rod affixes itself into place wherever you click the button. And it's essentially... Oh, God.
So if you
the joys of physics and... Shit, I've forgotten what it's called, depending on where you're looking from.
Wait, so did she plant it in the ship?
She clicked it. She clicked it.
I'm holding
and so
onto it.
she's holding onto it, which means the ship is moving out from underneath her. She's essentially just put the brakes on herself.
I've
Don't lose
turned
my rod, I
myself
swear to
into
God.
a grappling hook for Eryn. Grab on the rope, and then if we get
how
Eryn to
describe
drop,
this?
it'll go.
No, I think I
It's like
understand. I understand.
yes.
So, okay,
Yeah, it's essentially she's like a tree. It's like a tree. compared to a car going past, which is the ship. She's now a tree rather than a passenger in the car.
Yeah.
Rather
So
than a
you've kind
tiny
of jolted
boat.
to the halt there, Nix.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
clicked it in place, your arm kind of got yanked as you now quickly see the bow of the ship coming to greet you.
It's okay.
I'm going to.
It's
Okay,
fine.
can I? I'm really sorry, Nate. I keep asking questions, but
It's fine. It's
If
an
I-
interesting predicament.
yeah. If I were to let go of the bird now, or if I were to,
It's still got its talons in your
yeah,
shoulder.
I just remembered it's still got its talons on my shoulder. Okay.
You aren't holding on to the bird currently either.
I'm going to. Oh my god, it's the bird's turn in 2 goes.
Stab it.
I use my action to hold onto the rope.
All right.
Hang on. I'm so sorry. I can't really do anything, can I?
Nope. However,
I'm
you are
going
now
to.
holding on tightly to the rope.
I'm going to let go of the leg, and I'm going to hold onto.
You already had. You let go of the leg to catch the rope.
Oh,
and
to
then
catch the
let
rope.
go.
Can I put both of my arms on the rope?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
You are
okay.
now
gonna do that.
firmly holding the rope. It's now Jenny's turn as she continues to try and maneuver the ship. You just hear the sound of "Shoot it!" Cough. Ray, who has
Shoot
a
it,
held
Ray.
action.
Shoot
Cough.
it. Please.
Ray, come on, Ray.
Shoot it, Ray.
You want me to shoot it?
Yes.
I mean, that's what the captain's yelling, and you can use your reaction whenever. Soon about to be its turn.
Eryn has the rope
All
I'm
right.
holding on to.
I'll take a shot, but if you don't hold on, this isn't my fault.
Roll to hit.
Oh.
Go on, Ray.
Come on.
What? 1d20 plus 1, right?
Let's see
so.
for your cross. Yep. No, 1d20 plus 4
Ooh.
proficiency as well.
Oh my god.
Thank.
Yeah, well, no, that definitely hits. Roll your 1d8 plus 1.
It only has 1 health.
I want her to roll.
This is gonna. Oh my god.
3 points.
That one. Oh.
I yell hold on before I shoot.
Okay, Erin's holding on really tight.
How do you want to shoot this creature, which is its head is heading down towards Erin's chest?
Oh, could I was about to ask if I couldn't maybe like aim the wing so that it like barrels towards the ship, but I'm not in the right area for that, am I?
Well, as you take aim, you fire. You feel the bolt leave. You see it slam into the bird's side, and you just suddenly see the look of Eryn of "oh shit" as he's now beginning to free fall.
I'm holding onto the rope as tightly as I can. Oh, wait,
Holding onto the rope.
It's wrapped around my waist, actually.
All right. Well,
Oh.
since there's no longer any quote evil creatures or villainous creatures other than gravity, we shall remove turn order. However, as you start to plummet, I would like you
No, please.
to. I would like for.
Please.
I would like for Nyx. You said you tied it around you, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'm holding on to the rod.
I would like you to make a dex check, please, Nyx.
Oh man, I'm not good at these. Oh man, I'm not good at dex checks.
Okay. Eryn, I would like you to make a strength check, and I will... no, strength saving throw. We'll give you strength saving throw.
I can't run over and try and grab it, can I?
You can in a bit, but a strength saving throw, please, Eryn.
Okay.
And actually a strength saving throw, please, Nyx, as well.
Okay, I'm better at these. Apparently I'm not.
13. You are holding onto the rope quite firmly as you fall and you kind of thump into the side of the ship. And you're suddenly getting dragged upwards, Nyx, where you are getting dragged back. You kind of slam into the... You slam into the railing and it causes you to let go of the immovable rod and you kind of slump to the side. And Eryn, as you're kind of sliding up, you suddenly stop and you begin to feel that you're slowly beginning to drop again.
Wait,
As
what?
Whatever's at the top and is attached to the rope is slowly beginning to slide towards the front of the ship.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try and jut
Ray, you
an
can try and
arrow.
grab it now.
Okay.
I'm trying to grab it.
Can I try and jut an arrow into the side of the ship?
And I'm trying to pull back towards the immovable rod to grab it again, and then I don't want to
No,
lose
it's gone. It got knocked out of your hand. You're kind of like, ugh, let go of it, and you can't get it back. It's going quickly in the opposite direction from
Fine.
you.
I'll shout, Captain, grab the immovable rod. It's coming past you.
You want the captain? Okay, well, she'll try.
Click the button.
Ray, we'll go with as you try and grab the rope. So I'll say a dex check, please.
Okay.
And is Vincent going to stand there watching?
Vincent?
20.
Oh, thank God. But other people can
you are
grab
able
on.
to grab hold of that rope. And you grab hold of that rope well. Eryn, as you're beginning to slide back lower and lower, and you're quickly fumbling, trying to grab an arrow, going, oh God, you go thunk as you stop, and just now hanging there.
Can I pull back?
Yes. Yes, I would say given time, you are able to pull back, and you are able to help of Nyx, and I'm going to assume Vincent doesn't just stand there mockingly. You are able to get Eryn back on board, and let's see if the captain can.
Captain's a monk. She can catch it as it's whizzing past.
Well, I mean, technically it's not aimed at her, but we'll see if she can grab hold of this. Okay. Okay. All right. You're now on board this side of the ship, Eryn.
Eryn.
I slump down and lie on my back, catch my breath.
Go give Eryn a hug. Are you okay?
The rushing wind slowly begin to subside as well, as you hear the hum of the crystals begin to slow down a little.
Oh, because we're not rushing as much anymore.
No, you can see if you turn around and see that the captain is actually, she is holding your removable rod, massaging her hand, core, and kind of cut into it a bit.
Oh,
but she is holding your removable rod unclicked.
Thank you, Captain. I'm sorry.
And
Thank
sort of
you.
no longer and is no longer pushing the steering wheel forward and sort of urging the ship forward. It's now actually just kind of slowing down to almost a hover at this point.
That's okay.
What do you guys do?
I would just like to give you all a hug.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
good.
just,
Go on,
Eryn's just gonna pull everyone in.
Next, I was hugging too. Oh my God! Wait, Maxi? Oh,
I'm sorry.
Suggest we bury Max.
You hear a
Oh wait.
as the bandit you first kicked off the ship finally hits the water.
Finally. Oh God.
Actually, there wouldn't be a splash. It would just be a cracking sound for that speed.
I'm just gonna look over to Nyx and say I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Things turned out this way. Oh God.
He was like a man possessed. He just leapt for no reason.
I'm sure he had very good reasons, but he's a cat.
He
He's
tried
crazy.
really hard.
Can I just take a minute? Sorry, I'm just gonna give me like 1 minute.
Okay. If we're done, I'm gonna go. Linda's still unconscious, but Linda's okay.
Yep.
You guys were making fun of me when I was doing my press-ups and my squats, but no one's laughing now.
I do
No,
my
it's laughing now.
exercises
Ow, my
too.
chest hurts.
Okay, so we have. Just gonna check. Are you all right, Captain?
She just kind of hands you the immovable rod.
Thank you. You would have killed me if I lost it. That's right. And we have a body. Okay.
I think we're alright. The ship didn't take too much damage. We should still be able to get to our destination.
That's good.
We have no crew.
Yeah, there's crew on
No, we're missing half of my crew.
The night
Still
team.
some below deck.
Anything can help with.
Well, Looks like Linda's going to be out of it for a while, but
I'll
our
take.
speed will be reduced. We won't have 2 shifts anymore.
Okay. I'll take her below deck. Put her in a bed somewhere.
I'm back. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh, so we lost Boris and
Right. What did
Archer.
I miss?
I was just checking in with the captain.
Sorry, I just closed my door quickly.
It's okay.
Well, essentially, Nyx just offered help to the captain, who also pointed out that not all of her crew died, and also she, as the ship is now literally hovering, she's going to go and unarm the ballista.
Can I cure wounds on both Ray and Vincent, please?
You certainly may.
So that. Oh, sorry, Ray. Sorry, dude.
No, that's
Oh
right.
my god! Thank God I use my natural ones now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jesus. Okay. Spell
Right,
hasn't killed
so
me yet. Right.
Eryn's gonna very shakily walk down the stairs to his room and pray that this ride will be over soon to his newfound deity.
Whichever
Yes.
one answered him.
Whichever one answered him.
Better be wee Jess. It better be wee Jess.
Are you sure about that?
It better be wee. I'll murder your pheasant.
Please don't. It's not Ouijas.
Fine.
Listen, don't get me wrong. Yllka loves Ouijas.
Fine. It's fine.
Plenty of other gods which exist in this world.
Wee Jess is the best.
I still don't understand how you have such an obsession over one of my freaking gods, but alright.
I don't either. It was just one of those love at first sight kind of thing. Anyway, I'm putting Glinda in a sleepy place. A comfy place.
Alright. Does anyone do anything else?
No, I'm just sitting against the side.
After that, I would like to hold us. I'll just sit on deck, burn some incense or whatever, hold a small prayer for all the people we've lost, people we got killed. Man, there's a lot of dead people. Maxi too. Shit. I'm really good at this. I'm really good at being a
I take out the pouch of catnip that I still had in my pocket.
Oh my god.
He just wanted to have a good time when we got him killed. It's fine. It's okay. You know, there's plenty of catnip in the afterlife.
Don't worry, Nyx, it wasn't your fault. He killed himself if you think about it.
Nyx will remember that.
This is like a fucking what's it called? One of those like the Walking Dead games and stuff.
Telltale game? You mean
Yeah,
the company
thank
which
you.
went bust?
Yeah, this is like a Telltale game. Nyx will remember that.
Nyx would remember that if the company didn't go bust and got to season 3.
Yeah.
Nyx remembers a lot of things, Ray says. Anyway, Linda's safe. I have my bolts and stuff. Shit, he had my crossbow. It's fine.
He did, didn't he?
I have the enemy crossbow now. It's mine.
I believe the enemy crossbow was a light crossbow.
I think so, yeah. Which is what I had before. It was either a light crossbow or a hand crossbow. I can't remember.
No, I think the one with the hand crossbows fell off to his death.
But I dropped a light crossbow. Oh well. Oh wait, yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
man.
Can I
Man.
Jesus Christ. My brain's just stopped working. Wait, what's the time of day?
It was about midday of the 10th day.
Okay.
You're informed you'll arrive as long as there are no more encounters.
I'm gonna,
will-
Sorry.
Arrive at your destination at about 12 to midday to evening time the next day.
Okay, I'm gonna, put my, I'm gonna take off my leather armor. I'm gonna hang it up on my window so I don't have to look outside.
There are curtains, but sure.
Oh, never mind. I'll just draw the curtains. It's fine.
Oh dear.
Aaron's a fucking retard and puts his clothing up instead of using curtains. I'm going to just flop and go to sleep. I don't even care. It's midday. I'm fucking knackered. Yllka and Eryn. But it's okay. Yllka gets through it.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright. I hold my vigil for several hours if I can. Ask Captain again if there's anything I can help with. Cleaning, cooking, keeping an eye out.
Well, you can keep an eye out if you want.
Yeah.
Always good to have an extra set of eyes.
Okay, I'll summon Motley to help me because I can't do it myself. Help me, Motley.
Help me, Muttley. You're my only hope.
You're all I have because I cannot. That's not what I wanted. Wikipedia, get out of here.
You're all I have because a cat essentially committed suicide.
You guys are gonna be meh. You guys are mean.
Yeah, I'm just speaking the truth.
So then, carrot. Oh yeah, and I give the removal rod back to Ray at some point.
Certainly.
I didn't lose it.
Thank you. And I take my pouch of catnip and I go back to my room.
All right. The rest of your journey is relatively uneventful. You all keep to yourselves.
Can I try and finish the Raven? I think I only had like one more session on it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and finish it off. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Again, what was it? Dex plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're even with your sort of shaking hands, you're able to continue the fine craft that you're doing, and eventually you are able to get those details which have eluded you for so long just right.
I'm gonna. Where is Nyx right now?
I'm probably still above deck.
Yeah, probably still above deck, performing a vigil.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until she's in her room and. Can I hold my action to approach Nyx when she comes downstairs?
Sure.
I will go down whenever Captain tells me I'm done with my duty. I'm just helping where I can.
You're not bound to do anything whenever. Eventually she will, come evening, she will retire herself.
I'm gonna leave Motley out on deck and tell Motley to keep an eye out and to tell me if Motley sees anything. But I hurt like hell at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. I thought Archibald died. No, it wasn't Archie, it was someone else.
Archibald didn't die.
It was
Archibald's the other is the brain is the elf essentially second in command, first mate.
I mixed the name up with the guy we got killed.
You mean Boris and Alec?
Alec, that was it. I couldn't remember. Right.
Nope. So it's probably late evening when Nyx makes her way downstairs.
To my room. To my room I go. Oop. I'm now in my room.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just like tap on the door.
Oh, hello?
I'm gonna come in.
Yep. Sure, it's fine. Help yourself.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hold out the raven carving that I made.
Eryn.
I'd just like to say I saw you sacrifice yourself on the deck to heal me, and I'd just like to say thank you, because if you hadn't, I don't think I'd be alive right now.
It's okay. Thank you. I'm glad you're still kicking. I do it
I
again.
slam my door open.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I helped, you know.
I know. You were coming next, but, you know,
Yeah, I
if you
just,
wanted
you
to
know,
rush it.
credit where it's due. I swish my hair.
Of course.
Right.
Back and forth.
Anyway.
Well, thank you. You both, and Vincent.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that, though.
Eryn, come here. Come down here. I can talk to you.
I'm gonna kneel on the ground.
Okay, I hug him.
Yeah, I'll hug her back.
I'm glad you're okay. It'll be fine. We'll walk back.
Thank you.
You got to get there first.
We gotta get there first.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, shit, this means I owe Vincent my life now. Shit!
He doesn't know it.
Of all the things I owe Vincent. Fuck.
Do you?
Well, you know, he helped.
Did he?
No life to anyone. Your life is your own, and we want to make sure you.
Yeah, it's okay, he didn't help. I don't know how my life. Sweet, okay, cool. Dilemma sorted. Thank you.
Can I go into Maxi's room?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
the doors
Can I
lock from the
follow
inside. But you
her?
have to unlock them to be able to get out. So yeah.
What's in there?
Not much. Maxi carried most of his possessions on him, which are now floating in the ocean.
If it's bigger than mine, can I switch rooms?
They're all pretty much the same size. We went over this.
I will leave it as it is in respect.
I'm really sorry.
It's not your fault. Okay.
I felt him go limp in my hand.
What happened?
I would say that's the first time it's happened to me, but unfortunately it hasn't. It isn't. Sorry.
That's. Well, life sucks, but
Yeah.
there's good shit too. It's fine. It's okay. We'll remember him well.
I give Eryn a hug.
So many hugs today. Aaron's not used to this. But yeah, he hugs back, don't worry. Cool. I'm gonna go back to my room. If the hug's over, I'm not just gonna be like, bye.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right. Well, if that is all you guys do,
Yep.
a rather solemn night's sleep, and a couple hours continued flying before you eventually see on the horizon, or now quickly coming into view as the ship is beginning to descend, what you assume to be the town or city of Wildshore. You weren't entirely sure what to expect at Wildshore. Sure. However, what you see is probably a bit off-putting for those who haven't been there before. It is essentially a town on stilts, The houses, many of them sit in or just sticking out of or above the boggy water which surrounds and is pretty much the entire town. The city sits on an estuary of the river, which you can see winding further away in main inland. However, the vast majority of this town is built in the very boggy and water-ridden land of this estuary, where the water does also seem to rise at times to cover the ground road. So the buildings appear to be on stilts, and the roads are either reside under this boggy water, or there appear to be sort of wooden pontoons and platforms put out to act as sort of walkways, so you don't have to walk into the grime. But they seem few and far between. There's a bit of shrubbery which lies around. However, the town is mostly green, more due to the greenish color of the water which clings to it, and the occasional tree which looms about. The houses are a mix of wood and stone. The stone, you notice, most of the sort of outer houses appear to be wood, and you notice that the stone ones tend to be closer to the main flow of the river. And as you look closer, there does appear to be a pretty reasonable sized dock, which is actually elevated on a stone platform and appears to be kept out of the water. And there are quite a few buildings also built on top of this stone platform. It's pretty decent. You assume must have taken a lot of stone to build it up. But it appears to be maybe where the higher class are more likely to stay. As the ship lowers and comes down, and you realize there is actually no skyport in this town. It is actually having to come down and land into the water. A sort of strong smell of sea, fish, and other sensory things to do with the seaside. My brain's failing me there. However, from what you could see of outside of the sort of dock area, it appeared to be a rather downtrodden place, and the docks to which you now come to land in appear to be very busy. There are a lot of ships currently there are currently a lot of ships which are at port. There appear to be many people loading and unloading. As you come down, Jenny sort of mutters under her breath about not really liking this place, but going, right, final stop. Here's where you requested to be. You hear the hum of the stones, the crystals, just sort of cuts out as you lurch slightly, as the ship suddenly's full weight is taken on by the water, and it kind of then starts to bob, and you feel now much more like standing on a ship than you had ever before, as the sort of light of the crystals dims.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
can you please take Max off the map?
Max is off the map, technically.
No, he's not, bless him.
I shall keep him on the GM layer so I remember where he fell off. But...
Can I, before we get off the ship, can I just...
Oh, the ship hasn't docked yet. It is still just currently sat in the water.
Okay.
Nick runs into the water.
Nope, I'm just gonna...
I mean, well, technically running into the water would be running into the town, but...
I don't want to do that.
But currently sort of just sat there. Jenny's sort of barking orders. The crew are doing things. You notice that there is a little life in the two rear crystals, and you assume that's probably being used for propulsion, as you're just slowly drifting against the current and sort of sat, well, it appears to be waiting for a space to go dock.
By the way, we've rested, right?
Yeah, you have taken a full rest.
Okay, I would like to just motion everyone, but like, hey, let's just gather around real quick, okay? Before we...
Okay.
Just a quick talk. So Wildshaw here. You could probably see it. Okay, I'm gonna put it very, very bluntly. Wildshaw is a shithole within a shithole, and we need some basic rules to not lose your life or your money. Keep it hidden. Keep all of it hidden. Okay.
I draw my sword.
No, No, that will get you in trouble. You will get beaten up, and you will probably be left in an alleyway somewhere. Do not do that.
They can try.
Just hide your jewelry. Hide it somewhere safe in a pocket that's hard to reach. Don't be mean to people. Just kind of acknowledge them, ignore them, whatever you need. Just don't. You'll get in trouble with them.
When have you been here before, Nix?
We'll get to that. Lastly, don't wander around the town by yourself at any time, especially at night. I grew up here. It's not pleasant. It's not a nice place. Okay? We good? Great. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Just stay safe.
You don't look like a criminal.
Thanks. Thank you, Eryn. I appreciate that.
I don't really know why I said that, to be honest, but
It's the town. It's the town.
yeah.
Anyway.
What I'm trying to say is you don't look like you're from here.
Thank you, Eryn. I'm glad
Assuming you
to hear
worked
that.
on that image.
Yeah. You know,
Fair enough.
I've been in Draken now for a while now. That helps.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yep, just
So-
be careful.
I'm not scared.
I would be.
I'd take her word.
Thank you. Even I'm hiding all my stuff. Whatever, all the jewelry I have, all the money I have, my ironstone, even my ring, I'm being very careful about having it on. Do you know, I'm hiding my Arcanist ring. It's not on my person. It is hidden in my pocket. In my vest pocket.
Alright.
Seeing Nix hide everything, can I put my gold pouch in the bag of holding?
You certainly can.
It's precious to me.
Yeah. I'll put my platinum in the bag of holding.
Certainly.
If that bag of holding goes missing.
The only jewelry I'm keeping on myself is my amulet. It's the only one I have on display because I'm proud of Ouija.
I'll put my money in the bag of holding as well.
Thanks,
Certainly.
guys.
You guys do not want to lose this bag of holding.
Nope.
Yep.
Alright.
I feel like that's Erin's responsibility.
Right. I'm very responsible.
Don't put that responsibility on Eryn. She's known for dropping stuff.
I'm a man. Also, what does
No,
that
you're right, we
mean?
should give it to Nix instead.
Well, as you're having this conversation, you feel sort of a lurch as the boat starts to pull forward, and you notice that there is now seemingly a space at the dock. As a ship is beginning to pull away, you see the sails are beginning to be unfurled, and it is beginning to make its way out to sea in a more southerly direction as you feel the boat begin to make movement towards the side. The space in the dock, you see, weirdly enough, sort of a humanoid just kind of stood at the side, sort of waiting and just sort of waving the boat in as do so. As you sort of glance around, you notice that there does appear to be one or two other boats that have formed a queue behind your own and are now slowly making their way forwards to take up the waiting position. As you approach, as you approach, Captain Jenny goes, right, well, we're going to have to reprovision, maybe grab one or two crewmates and then be off out of here. Wish you the best of luck in the rest of your journey.
You too. Thank you for letting us join you on that journey.
Well, thank you for the job and the work, I guess. Sorry about the attack. We thought we were far enough away from the mountains to avoid that. They must be beginning to get desperate.
Yeah, sorry about your crew.
Yes, it will take a while to train a few more up. Anyway, best of luck to whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
She starts sort of shouting orders, and the crew a couple of them sort of grab ropes, and as the ship pulls up to the dock, they toss them out. A few dock hands start tying the boat down onto the dock as to stop it moving away as a gangplank's brought.
Typical. Sorry.
Before you're able to walk off of the boat, 3 armored individuals walk on, 2 of which then stand at the gangplank, and the 3rd makes their way up to the captain, who is still stood by the wheel. And a conversation seems to ensue. A little bit longer. She seems a bit unnerved and a bit unhappy, but kind of gives a short nod as the man in armor turns back down, looks at you 4 and goes, "Might I welcome you to Wildshore? Might I inquire your purpose of your stay here?"
Just passing through, possibly visiting some relatives, just that.
Well, you should be known that currently there are no passenger ships leaving from Wildshore. The dock is currently closed to any leaving for the next 2 days.
What? Why is that? Is everything all right?
He kind of gestures over his shoulder, to which you now see there are lining sort of the docks and this sort of very large... I'm kind of struggling how to describe it. It probably... The sort of built-up area, built on stone, is significantly large. It's probably encompassing... It's a rectangle, probably about half a mile by 2 miles. And that is where, all along the edge of where the docks are, but also back there are buildings, there are a couple of taverns, a few warehouses, and a few sort of fancier looking shops, but there are also quite a few sort of courtyards areas as well. You feel like this is the sort of place where if you're like exchanging, or you're waiting for more supplies to be taken on board your ship, this is the sort of area where most people stay. They rarely ever go out further into Wildshore. However, now most of these squares, which you are used to being relatively good grounds for pickpocketing next, get past the guards into this area, is now just lined with soldiers.
This is okay. Not normally this many soldiers around this part.
Yes, well, with the ensuing war further south, we are preparing. We are sending reinforcements to Skilwharf. We are, under orders, and unfortunately the dock is closed, and for all public travel, it is currently under military control. We also request that you don't go any further out into Wildshore.
What, so we just stay here?
Yes.
What, just sleeping on the planks?
No. There are a couple of inns.
Oh, thank God.
What if
I wanted to go sightseeing.
There's not much to
There's
see
not much
here.
to see here. All of that, what you want to see, is around the docks.
If you really want to see it. But what if we have friends and family in the area we want to go visit?
We prefer that you wait for the 2 days to be up before you go see them.
I want to see Nyx's family.
You can in 2 days. It's unfortunate timing for you to arrive, but those are the rules that have been stated.
All right.
We are sorry for the inconvenience, but we hope you enjoy your stay.
Why 2 days?
That is the time which we've been allotted to transport most of the troops and the provisions further up the river to Fork and further down south.
Fair. All right. I don't have a smart quip for that one, so fine.
It's okay, Eryn.
We are sorry for the inconvenience, but it is something that must be done if you like to keep your personal freedoms.
Thank you for the information, for the heads up. Good day to you.
And yourselves. Gives a short nod, walks to the 2 guards who still stood by the gangplank. A quick discussion before all 3 of them sort of head off and further back into the docks, leaving the gangplank free for you to disembark.
Oh God, I don't want to be here.
Nyx, you don't want to be here.
No.
Oh.
Place sucks. Anyway, Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
this is your turf.
Wait, so what family live here?
None.
Oh.
Friends. Well,
What friends live here?
God, just a few from when I used to live here. Anyway, I mean, wait, Nate, do I know the inn isn't in the nice part of Wiltshire, it's in the not
No.
nice. Not so great.
It's more sort of to the side. It was more used by local denizens for drinking, and the occasional traveller who didn't particularly want to be that much notice taken of, and so they would have. There are a couple of taverns throughout the the slum part of Wiltshire, simply for the fact they could make money on those who didn't want to really be noticed that much traveling through, and they could make their pay off that, and those who would go there drinking on the regular.
Okay. Well, all my friends, family,
Acquaintances.
Well, I'm fond of them. Then they're in the not nice part. Well, the other part of Wiltshire that we're not allowed into currently. So we'll be around here for a bit. Normally this is a place that's this area is very much keep an eye on your pockets, but man, there is a lot of soldiers. So we might be okay, especially if they're not letting people in and out.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I send Pepper to go look around.
Mm.
And I look through his eyes.
Look around where, though?
Just through the main streets of Wiltshire.
As you're having this conversation, the crew is already just moving and removing old empty barrels and are going off to seemingly go acquire new provisions.
Right, we should probably get off the ship if we haven't already.
Right.
So, I mean, you're welcome to if you want to have a nose around main streets. Not much there. It's not a big cat. He's reasonably sized. Oh, be careful.
I feel like there are a lot of would there be a lot of strays around here?
Yes and no.
There's some, but you're in a very waterlogged area.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. He'll blend in. He'll be fine. He likes water.
I mean,
So just to sort of give an idea, there is the defined and well built up area, which has the docks along one side and it has buildings and everything, and then there's just essentially the rest of the city, which you're not entirely sure if the docks were sort of built first as a stopping off point and then the rest of the city sprung up, or if the city was originally here and then they built the dock to be essentially above the rest of the city. But either way, there is a very significant divide.
it's a metaphor.
I pictured it really clear in my head, but I'm failing terribly to describe it.
No, I have an idea of what you're saying.
I also realised what I drew can look anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, we can have a look around for... I would be like, oh yeah, this is a great inn, let's go to this one. But honestly, then not.
What inn do you think is the friendliest?
Probably say, well, the closer we stay to the main open part of the docks, probably the better it'll be, because it'll be better guarded, also be more expensive, most likely. Also, with this many people, it'll be a bit noisier. We could stick to one of the ones further away, further towards the main part. Probably best, probably be a bit quieter as well. We're pretty good at keeping an eye on our stuff. Just keep an eye on your stuff.
Will do.
Right. Oh boy. Okay, let's go. Let's go to an inn. I'm assuming, Nate, there's an inn near the further back part where the dock is, towards the divide. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, so if this is sort of like the entire dock run, there is sort of like warehouses to sort of there.
Okay.
And then pretty much all of this area, I just realized I used the same color. Let me change that. All of sort of that area is essentially a few quite nice houses, shops, and inns and taverns, essentially all along there. And then you have yet another color. There we go. Then you have the sort of slightly higher up and more higher class societies, inns and taverns and shops sort of around here, with a few quite high class houses and government buildings, and also the sort of large numbers of courtyards, which are all pretty much filled with soldiers. And as you make your way through the dock district of Wildshore, or the posh district of Wildshore,
Rich prick district.
pretty much, you do notice that in pretty much all of these squares are filled with soldiers, ranging from looking very to which Ray can easily sort of pick out those who have battlefield experience to those who don't, and they range from probably absolutely none and just out of their basic training to somewhat grizzled and not entirely battle hardened, but they've seen battle a few times. They are not all stood to attention, but they are sat around. They all have personal packs, and it seems very much like those being moved around to fulfill orders. There are quite a lot of crates of supplies as well, which are being properly guarded. There are armored guards stood around, making sure no one comes close to these provisions, which you assume are also being shipped to the front. What the crates contain, you're not entirely sure. And there is something else which sort of catches your eye. Well, for all of you, it is rather off-putting. And as you walk through, in one of these courtyards, there are many a guard stood around these three hulking humanoid forms, which are crouched down. And as you walk somewhat close, not close enough to be told to shove off, but to which a distance you can see, they are grey-skinned humanoids who are sort of sat hunched with shackles around their arms and feet. And three of them, and these guys are massive.
Have we seen these kind of humanoids before?
I would say make a nature check, Ranger.
Okay.
These are giant kin of some sort.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure what, but these are essentially would be they are giant kin. They are, if they were to stand at their full height, they would tower over even Odnathus.
Yes, because he's only half giant, but man.
You're talking about 20 feet, maybe taller.
That's why on earth? Thinking giants war, I guess. Anyway, so the end.
Yeah, they stand to from about like 20 to 30 feet. If they were to stand up.
There's three of them, isn't there? Surrounded.
Three of them.
Safe to assume they're going to be using them in the war, I suppose.
All right, you continue on your way towards the inns. Is there one in particular you're going to, or are you
Most
just going
expensive looking?
No, that's not a good idea.
Why?
Easy
Because, believe it or not, Ray, there are some people who don't like rich people.
Nah, I've never heard of that before.
I'm one of them right here.
Bless you and your ignorance.
Wait, you don't like me, Nix?
What? Sorry, what did you say?
You don't like me?
I don't dislike you, but rich people are assholes. Most of them.
I mean, that's not even true.
Well,
You say walking in the rich prick part of a downtrodden city.
yeah, this rich prick area makes me mad.
I don't think the point is that rich people are necessarily assholes. It's just that they always tend to ignore those beneath them. What else?
I mean,
they tend to be greedy. What else?
Snobbish.
They will do anything for money.
What do you know? You grew up in a forest.
I didn't spend all my life in a forest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
I'm gonna...
Ray, I have lived 100 years. That's
Dude, you're
far
old.
more than any of you.
I'm only double my age.
You're ancient.
I am ancient. Aren't I just ancient?
Man, Eryn!
I'm just so full of experience.
So wise.
Very wise. My wisdom score is a whopping 15.
Wow,
And
it's
this
one
wisdom imparts to him that fire hot, bad,
Yeah.
insects, no go near.
And now airships never travel.
Airships, feet stay on ground.
I mean, right, I'm glad they were good to you. But the rich people in this city, and the rich people in other cities I've been in, have been nothing but assholes.
I feel that's extremely close-minded.
No, you know us, we're very open-minded.
Yeah.
Fuck the humans.
Eryn.
Okay, fine. I'll change my statement. The rich people in this city are assholes. Literally.
Well, you're with me now. We can mingle together.
I don't want to mingle with them. They're awful. Horrible people.
Fine, we'll go to a slum.
No. Let's mingle with the rich people. I give Vincent a pointed glance.
Just be careful.
I agree with Eryn. I think we would fit in perfectly with high society.
Chances of us getting away with it depends on a few things, but it's doable.
I can blend in seamlessly anywhere.
We did manage to elude the cops in Mapletide for a good few days.
That was quite impressive. Alright, let's just... Quiet tavern on the nicer end, so Ray's happy.
Alright. So you sort of hang around the divide and do come across a tavern, to which you think will be beneficial to both, to not attracting too much high-end attention, but not of crap quality. It's called the Golden Scales, and it is constituted between several sort of small different shops. One seems to be a herbalism shop. The other two appear to be general goods stores, but...
What was the name, sorry?
Golden Scales. And that is scales as in like weighing scales rather than scales. The image depicted is essentially a pair of weighing scales on the sign.
Right, here we go. This good for you?
Sure.
It'll do.
Sweet. Best you're gonna get here. Right, okay. Room for 4. Room for 4.
Right.
Rooms for 4. Plural.
Right, well, you make your way in. There appears to be a few... The inn appears to be somewhat busy. You have noticed that where the streets themselves appear to be quiet, the few inns which you walked past, they did appear to be sort of bustling with people. And as you walk in, a few heads sort of turn around, and the innkeep sort of, who is currently mid serving a pint. This human male just sort of serving a pint, hands it out, and goes, "Ah, how can I help?"
Me? Hello there.
Yes, you four who've just walked in.
Yes, of course.
Look, come closer to the bar.
Yeah, coming up to the bar. Whilst we go to the bar, I'm just casually eyeing up the other people, making sure they're not staring at us for too long. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I mean, if you're really doing that, make a perception check.
Whoop.
While
Shit.
she's looking around, I'm gonna ask for an ale.
Certainly. Glancing around, Nyx, appears that they are. A few eyes do linger on you, and you sort of try and match them, and they turn away. They just seem to be a bit intrigued, after all. Actually, is Ray wearing her plate armor?
Yes.
Chainmail armor, sorry.
Oh, your fancy armor.
After all, she is jingling somewhat, and you guys appear to be somewhat heavily armed. You do notice that the vast majority of the people in here are just sort of wearing plain clothes. Some of them are dressed a bit more fancily. Some of them appear to be of medium stature in society, but
Okay. I'm hoping our intimidating appearance means we're less likely to get pickpocketed.
How much is the ale?
The ale, that'll set you back. Only about 6 copper.
Of course.
I'll have one too.
Certainly. And he starts pouring out the rounds.
How much for...
Make that-
Oh,
Make that a third, will you gotta say?
Yes.
Of course. Not much people can do nowadays apart from drink. Here you go. And kind of passes them out to the three of you. Looks at Nyx. And you, miss?
none for me, thank you. I'm alright. What's your going price for a few rooms for a few days? 2 days, 1 day, 2 days most likely with the lockdown.
Right, yeah. 4 copper pieces per day. Per room.
Per day, per room. 4 rooms, can we manage? Do you have 4 rooms free?
We've currently got 3 rooms free at the moment, I'm afraid.
Alright, I'll bunker down with someone if no one minds. I'm small, I don't take up much space.
You'll be taking the last 3 rooms?
Everyone alright with that? Last 3 rooms?
Maxi not sharing. I'll take one room.
Thank you, Sharon.
Sorry, Ray. I'll be quiet, don't worry.
What's this Bagsy you're talking about?
It's a slang word up north.
But Nick snores.
No, I don't. I am the
You
quiet...
do.
No, I don't. If I snored, I would have died long ago.
Yeah, I'll stay with Vincent.
Wow.
I'm only like
Okay,
half your
well-
guys' height.
If you guys are going to be so
You do
antsy
realise
about
that
it,
these rooms have 2 beds in them each, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fine, I'll sleep with Nick. Can I sell earplugs or something?
Are you sure?
if you're
it's-
going to be
No,
so
I'm an inn, but I'm sure you can find something that you'll look.
Nix, would you
in
like to
about,
share your room
Wild Shore.
with me?
Yes. Ray's being mean.
So that's 2 copper each, right? Oh, for 2
Yeah.
days it's 4 copper each.
Yep.
Right.
Alright.
Okay. Jesus.
And that'll be 8 copper for Ray and.
Sorry, gods.
Yeah, go.
Jesus, yes, I do recall. Quite a saint.
Hang on, wait. How is an ale more expensive than a room?
'Cause people...
Rooms are probably shit.
Because they're under martial law.
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Whoop-dee-doo. Welcome to
They're under
Wild Shore.
rations currently.
I hope you enjoy your stay. I should...
Oh, is it midday or evening?
It's afternoon, isn't it?
Okay.
I believe. What spells did I take today again? I forgot.
It is afternoon to evening at the current time.
Would the herbalist store still be open?
Aye. Don't close
Right.
until about sundown around here.
Would
Again,
anyone
There's not much else for us to do.
would anyone like to accompany me to the herbalist store?
Sure. See if I can.
He takes the few measly coins, which you do think is kind of weird that such a high establishment is actually charging tuppence for you to stay here.
That's true, yeah.
Do we have to get some of that herb?
I want some of the herb, yeah.
I mean,
Not to mention, I'm going to stockpile on health potions if they have them.
Let's go find some herb.
Yeah.
All right, well, here are the keys to your room.
thank you.
Top floor.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Great. Less likely to have people come in through the windows.
Spice.
You guys are getting spices.
No, the spice shop is 3 doors down on the other side of the street.
Of course, thank you.
No, but like spice.
Yes.
Yeah, the spice shop is three doors down other side of the street, miss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really looking
Spice.
for a store, more of
Ray, I know where it is. It's okay.
yeah. Oh, you're always my favorite.
I saw you. Let's
Right.
go
Let's go to the herb store.
to the herb store, and then I guess I'm taking Ray to the spice store. What do you think?
The spice
Spice.
person.
There is a spice person in the Rich Prick District. There's multiple, I think.
Right.
I'm assuming
Let's go to the
there's-
herb store.
Neat.
Hmm?
I'm assuming there's spice people in this district.
Oh yes, they sell all sorts of cooking spices, and then there are plenty of them who sell drugs which fuck up your brain as well.
Yep. And I know where those are.
Right,
Eryn,
okay.
we should get some spice.
Now, listen, right, to be wholly honest with you, that's one of the reasons why I want to go to the herb store. But if Nick says that there's an actual dedicated person, we will go to that as well. However, the point I'm trying to make is, yes, I'd be okay with coming with you to get some spice.
That makes more
nearly-
sense.
I nearly died 2 days ago. I want to get thoroughly fucked up. And not
Okay.
alcohol fucked up. I mean, like, actually fucked up.
You're a bit more discreet than I am. I appreciate that.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll make sure nothing bad happens whilst you're spicing.
To the herb store.
To the herb
Right,
store.
so you go literally next door to the herbalist store. It is you open the door and the strong, pungent smell of multiple different plants just hit your noses and it stings. It is sort of small, makes use of the space as best it can. There are racks upon racks of different plants and small pots and just jars of dried out herbs of some kind or another. There appears to be one or two cooking spices as well, with the odd sort of small phial with different liquids inside it.
Catnip.
Yes, there is also some catnip.
Oh my god.
Cooking spices sound good. Teas.
Can
Do
I-
you do teas?
Yes,
Can-
there are a couple of teas as well.
Thank
Can I walk up to the
God.
person?
You sort of fight your way through the several different displays and come to the Dragonborn who is currently stood leaning back against the back of the shop, just sort of. You're not entirely sure if asleep or just got eyes closed temporarily, but as you approach, one of the eyes sort of flips open, and
Spice.
then does the other one, and he kind of looks up. Don't get many visitors.
Hello. Do you happen to sell anything that would aid in a battle? Something like, not just potions of healing, but things like that can help with your accuracy, speed, strength, whatever.
I'll go see what I have out back, shall I?
If that's alright.
He kind of stands up. You hear the floor below sort of creak slightly, as he then kind of steps out into a different room. There's the sound of a drawer or two being pulled open, a few bottles sort of clinking together. Before this Dragonborn, blue-scaled, makes his way back out. Goes, right, well, it looks like we got 3 common potions of healing. 2 greater. And he picks up one bottle and sort of moves it around. I don't quite remember what this one is.
What color is it?
It is a sort of fading. It's sort of like a it kind of starts somewhat transparent and then goes to a translucent sort of grey, which sort of slowly moves and pulses slightly.
Dude, what the fuck?
No, I wouldn't know anything about this sort of stuff.
You don't remember what that is?
No, not really.
It looks kind of just like
has anyone
muddy water.
Has anyone told you how much of an excellent businessman you are?
What? No.
Well,
not really. Don't get many guests.
It's your first one. You're an excellent businessman.
Thank you.
I'll take one of the mushy mud water, please. And how much would the greater health potion be?
The greater potion of healing?
Yeah.
Well, that will set you back, we'll say 340 gold pieces.
340?
Yes.
Okay. How much is the normal potion?
Oh, you're looking at about 75?
Yeah, I'll take one of those instead.
And this, and he holds up the grey and translucent potion, which there is only one of.
How much is that?
Good question. Well, I guess we'd put it at a reasonable 470 gold pieces.
And
wait, do we know
what are you?
Wait, you don't even know what it does. So
What are you basing this on? Intuition.
Ingredients used and amount of time taken.
Yeah, I can't afford that shit. I'll just take one of the normal healing potions, please.
Normal healing potions, certainly. What did I say? 70 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
70 it was.
It was definitely 70 that he said.
It was definitely 70.
Yeah, absolutely
Yep.
70, yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you get one normal healing potion.
I'm going to try and discreetly take out 7 platinum pieces from the bag of holding and give it to him.
He doesn't appear to be paying much heed to what you're doing, but he happily takes the coins and hands over the...
Yeah, I'm gonna also kind of lean over the counter if that's what he's behind.
Yeah, I mean it's more like a sort of table, just a very short area for which is acting as a counter. Most of it's more displays, but yeah.
Listen, my my friends and I are hoping to have a little fun tonight.
Well, I think there's a brothel about 4 roads down on the left.
Wait, where did you say, sorry? 4 roads down on the left?
Yes. I don't go to the drama place myself, but it seems to be all the rage.
Eryn notes this place down. Okay, thank you for the insight, but that's not what I meant. I meant more like we're hoping to have some fun with leaves.
Oh, burning and relaxing. Right, we've got many different incenses. He kind of moves over to this vast array a shelf with a vast array of different weird smelling incense, to which he starts describing the different ones and the sort of emotions they're meant to invoke, and you get the strong idea this is not the person you want for this.
Yeah, I'm going to turn to the rest of the party and widen my eyes.
I'm an eyebrow raised, going, I tried to get your attention. It's okay. I'm proud of you. You're talking to people. You're doing good.
Am I?
You did
And
good,
this
didn't
one
you?
here is very relaxing.
What kind?
Right, yeah, okay,
Do you
thank you.
have any that have sort of a nice oak smell to them at all? Oak
Why,
smell,
yes.
cedar smell, just something nice.
A sort of foresty oak
Yes, that would.
with a small hint of lavender, I think. And he pulls out a few different sticks of incense and sort of just waft them underneath your nose slightly.
They smell perfect. I would love a couple of those, please.
Certainly a silver per stick.
Okay, 2 sticks for me then, and some.
2 silver for me, please. Thank you.
Alright, there we go. I discreetly pull out 2 silver from one of my inside vest pockets. Then. Sorry, I've taken over now. I really wanted some cooking spices and tea leaves.
Oh, well, we have quite a few of those. And he lists off a sort of long list of different and somewhat random flavors at times. There's a rose and mint, and one which he describes as early morning but not quite too early sunrise tea.
Don't forget the oregano.
I'm going to turn to Ray and say, Ray, this isn't the place.
Yeah, sorry.
No, as in, like, this isn't the place for the spice.
Yeah, right. I was hoping like Nyx was on the same wavelength, but apparently she just wants to cook.
Oh my god, no, this is not.
She wants to cook, just not her brains.
Guys, this is not the spice shop. This is the herb shop.
Guys,
We have plenty
He's
of
looking
different
right at us.
spices.
I know.
Just the aisle over there. Unfortunately, you're kind of standing in my way.
Sorry, I missed it there. I'm sure everyone else is really tall. It's a bit, it's hard to
Why,
see things.
yes, you are quite small.
Yeah, welcome to the life of a gnome.
I think I might have a potion for that.
It's natural, it's normal.
You sure?
Yes, I'm always like this.
I still have a potion for it.
How
Oh, Ray,
much is it?
Yes.
do you buy that weird grey shit?
Maybe people will
What
stop
does it
making fun
do?
of me.
Shit, let me...
I'll be able to walk faster. Oh man.
Hang
But
on,
it's
here's what
super
I'm
expensive.
looking at. God, I hate jumping between tabs sometimes. We're looking at that. Okay, so we're looking
You shouldn't have
at...
mentioned it.
Well, about 160 gold pieces.
Ah. Maybe some other time. We're off to do some mercenary work in a bit. I'll come back if I get paid. Sadly
Very well.
spent it all on the journey over here. Thank you, though. Very interested in that. I'll be back.
Certainly.
How much is
Nyx,
it?
I've never been more disappointed in you.
I don't have the money. Wait, what are you disappointed in the fact that I didn't buy the growth potion?
No, I mean you can buy all the growth potions you want. It's
you just
the fact that we were looking for a different kind of spice than rosemary and thyme.
Oh, you wanted to go straight.
I got sage as well.
If I do like a good sage.
I just wanted. It was right next door. There was other things I wanted to pick up. Right. Anyway, thank you. Wait, how much was cooking spices? And tea?
Oh, it was depending on how much you buy. It's only going to set you back 4 silver.
4 silver, did you say?
Sure.
Okay, I buy 4 silver worth of cooking spices and teas.
Certainly. You can probably make about 20 cups of tea.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna make a note of that. So, I have 2 incense sticks. 4 silvers worth of cooking spices. spicers and teas. Right, well, thank you for your business, sir. My friends and I are gonna wander the city now. Just, have a look around. Might as well whilst we're here.
Sure, I'll keep that potion for you.
Thank you, that is very kind of you. I look forward to future business.
As do I. And sort of goes back to behind the counter and kind of puts the bottles of healing potions back into the small tray, to which he then takes back out around back.
Sweet. I lead us now to the actual spice shop.
I'm rubbing my hands together. Literally in real life. Eryn is also
amusingly enough, it is actually another herbalism shop.
Yep. It is
it is actually, however, it is clearly not one geared more towards adventurers. There are, what was it? Hookahs? Yeah. There are a couple of those sort of propped up in the window, not on, but sort of, showing.
Hookahs for a sec.
No, not hookahs propped up in the window turned off. No, that would be very worrying.
That would be.
And no Warforged yet. And as you enter, the strong smell of tobacco hits you.
This is the place. Right?
Thanks.
I've only been here a few times, so I probably wouldn't recognise the person there, and I doubt they recognise me because it's been quite a while. Nope, it's been a good 20 years.
It is a wood elf stood behind the counter.
Oh, yeah.
A wood elf?
Hmm.
What kind of, what? More info, please.
You're looking at a sort of maybe middle-aged female wood elf of probably getting on in years. There's one or two sort of streaks of grey.
Fuck's sake. Never mind.
And as you walk in, she sort of takes a couple seconds to realise that it's customers, and then hello.
Hello there. Wow, shop is great.
Spice.
Wait.
I don't sell spice, I'm afraid. There are a few other herbalism shops you might be able to get that from. We sort of are more into the tobacco and a few other thought-provoking substances.
We are interested in the thought-provoking substances.
Chill.
Certainly.
Sorry.
We're going to have a philosophy gathering.
Yes.
I'm somewhat
can be quite common, those philosophy gatherings.
I mean, I'm a cleric. My friends and I, we all just got over here. We sailed over here. Almost died. It was horrifying. We just want to relax.
Where do we go to get fucked up?
That
would be the
want
brothel.
to do that. I
Not
don't
that
want
kind of fucked up.
the other
Oh,
thing.
right, no. But I mean, it could still be the brothel, technically.
Not.
Do we want to do it?
Like, you can do both.
Yeah.
We can just get fucked up in our rooms, it's fine.
Yeah. Do you want to do it in a safe place? We've just almost died.
Yeah, and the street generally doesn't end up well. You
No.
wake up with, well, rarely even your clothing sometimes.
Hmm.
It's ridiculous what the urchins steal these days.
Anything they can get their hands on, eh? It's a rough place. It's a rough place.
Pretty much. You're lucky to wake up in your knickers anyway. So, having suffered near-death experiences, I'm sure you're very in the mood for philosophizing.
Ooh.
As of which, just how fucked up are you looking to get?
As fucked up as possible.
We had this friend called Max. They fell from like 10,000 feet.
Ooh.
When they hit the ground, his head evaporated into goo.
Ew.
Like, imagine that's how fucked up I want to get.
I think you'd need a very long stepladder.
I mean, we miss him dearly. We kind of want to take our
Right,
minds off
well,
it.
here, how about some of these? And she sort of pulls out a small case, opens it, and it appears to be essentially just spliffs.
Cool.
It's the good stuff. It's not the good stuff, is it?
How much for 2?
2 a gold.
Okay, I'm getting 2 for myself. You guys do what you want. Here's a gold.
How
Thank
many
you.
is there in his tub?
Her.
And
Tub.
in the box which you pulled up, there are 10.
I'll buy them all.
You'll buy the other 8.
I'll buy the other 8.
All right, well, that'll be 4 gold.
I give her 4 gold.
Thank you. Is anyone else wanting any? Eyes jump between Ray and Nyx.
Hasn't he just bought all of them?
No,
No,
he...
they have spares.
She just reaches down and pulls out another box. We don't keep them all in one box. That'd be a nightmare to pick up.
I'll buy them all.
So I don't think you have enough coin to buy them all.
Bitch! And then I slam
Another
8 gold on the table.
That's not.
Well, they come in boxes of 10, so here's another box.
Thank you.
And
We are gonna get
leaves, and here are another 6.
Ray, is there anything you'd like?
I reach into my pocket
Mm,
and I put 3 gold on the table.
You want another 6, sir?
I'm so sorry.
I believe that is why I am here.
Why don't you say how many you want, sir?
How
In
many do you have?
quantifiable number, and I will inform you of how many we would be able to supply.
How many do you have?
We have over 200 cases.
Jesus. How much would those? It was
How much
gold
can the
for
bag of
2.
gold?
5 gold.
Not
per-
200 cases, I'm afraid.
So it's 5 gold per case, correct?
Yeah.
That's
How many have I bought
1,000
so
gold.
far?
You do not have 1,000 gold.
I don't know.
1,000?
You've brought. Hang on, wait. You've brought 8
Right.
gold's worth plus 4 gold's worth plus 3 gold's worth. That's wait. Shit. What's that? That's 15. You've brought 30.
That'll do for now.
No, that's a lot. It's a month's worth.
May I also ask, do you have anything that could help fighters on the battlefield?
In
Any
figurative.
Maybe not
potions?
fighters, but if you're talking about stamina, we might have something which could help.
Okay.
Eyebrow wiggle. Eyebrow wiggle.
Yeah.
Makes us just die.
Erin's
I'm okay in
not-
that department, thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more for the male.
Ew!
We also have potions of growth.
Oh right. Oh no, I'm not
Ew.
interested. Thank you.
They, not that kind of growth.
I
Oh, you'd be
certainly don't need any
surprised.
help in that department.
I
You'd be surprised what wizards get up to in their towers.
Yep.
I
Ew.
look,
Too much free time on their hands.
I look like I'm debating it, and then I don't.
I leave.
And so I would like to just wander up to the counter. I'm so short. Can't even reach it.
Hello, miss.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm being quiet and keeping this between me and her. It's been a rough week. These people, I love them to pieces, but they are crazy. I am tired. Do you have anything just for a night to just really make me forget where I am for a bit?
Depends what you mean by forget. Not recall in the morning, or just sleep through the night, or...
Not recall in the morning sounds fun. Just, something.
Well, I would recommend alcohol at that one, but...
Oh boy, no thanks.
Here. Alright, we'll say 3 silver. I think I can whip something up which might help for you.
Sounds great. Sure. Thank you kindly.
Okay, so takes the 3 silver, sort of heads to the back. There are nowhere near as many herbs and spices in the than in the Dragonborn shop, although you're pretty sure you do recognize 1 or 2 from there. In this shop as well, to which she sort of starts crushing and mixing some form of herbal remedy before putting it into before sort of putting it into a small glass vial and handing it to you. I would recommend mixing with water and then swallowing.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Right.
No worries.
Hope you have a good day. See you around.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Great.
Have a good day.
Yeah,
Yes.
Good day, yes. And yep.
See you around.
See ya. Oh, man.
Congratulations, you guys have just buyed legal drugs. Right, what are you going to do next?
We're going to go back to the inn and take them.
Oh, man.
Can we hotbox Eryn's room?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. That's my room too. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, I mean, I don't mind.
I mean, I'm gonna just make sure none of you die in your sleep overnight, but you know.
You say
Die in my
having,
sleep.
having
Nothing
a
can
herbal,
kill me.
Yeah, saying having a herbal mixture, which means you're not going to know what the fuck you're doing for a couple of hours.
That's if I take it tonight when they're there. Which I'm
This
not.
is true.
I'm saving it.
Right, we skip back to the inn.
You merrily skip back to the inn.
We'll make sure that will look me up.
You sort of go along the streets. There are a couple of groups of people just sort of walking along. 1 or 2 sort of look shifty and they sort of lock eyes with you, and you guys purposely like part and go opposite sides of the street, almost as if you don't trust. And then there's just casually 1 or 2 people just sort of walking around. You see the odd guard as well. On patrol, 1 or 2 are sort of in stationed areas, and they give short nods to you as you walk past.
Any people that come close to us that we walk past, I am watching like a hawk. I don't trust anyone in the city. I just don't.
All right. Roll a perception check, then, dear Nix.
Well, god damn it. I'm too anxious. I'm too anxious.
Well, there are 1 or 2 people who sort of come close, and you glare at them, and they sort of back off quickly.
It works. It's fine. It works.
But
It works.
as you're sort of glaring, someone just sort of knocks into you and walks past, and then
I am.
kind of grumble and continue on.
I immediately check my pockets. Everything.
All right, make another perception check.
I don't trust these people at all. Please, dice.
Yep, everything's still there.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
My ring, my money. My
Flat down,
sword,
everything seems to be there.
the bracelet I bought. The bracelet I bought, is that still there? The moonstone one?
Nothing appears to be missing.
Okay, fine. I'm done. I hate this.
You make your way back to the inn.
I run up the stairs into my room.
Oh my god.
All right. So Eryn bounds upstairs.
I order some.
I quickly search my inventory for something to light the spliffs.
I can do that with my magic.
Oh, I have a tinderbox. But yeah, your magic works too.
Okay, I'm gonna order food for us first.
I have magic given to me by the gods, and I'm going to use it to help you guys get high. Here you go.
I mean, you know, it's celebrating being alive, getting high.
Right.
God.
Ray. Ray? Ray?
Yeah?
Ray!
Yeah?
Take one, quick.
I take it.
God, I've ordered food for us, and then I like that thing once the food's arrived, so we won't be disturbed. I don't know if they do room service. I hope so.
The guy looks disgruntled, but seemingly allows you to wait around and collect the meals and take them up yourself.
That's fine. I can do that. I'm strong.
But you guys spend an evening getting high, snacking, and dozing off.
Dude. Wait, is Vincent getting high as well? Vincent's getting high on like 50 billion spliffs, right?
Not 50 billion, just several.
Okay. What, have you got them all sticking out your mouth? Like
Yeah.
a rapper?
I finish one and start another.
And I'm making sure no one dies.
Make a medicine check, Nix.
Woo!
What's the meaning of life?
There's no meaning.
I saw my life flash before my eyes, and it has no meaning.
Have I rolled above a 10 this
Saw your
session?
life flash before your eyes too.
Nix, they're dying!
Oh my god, I haven't rolled above a 10 this session.
Oh my god, that's unfortunate.
Oh no, I have. I rolled... What did I roll? Oh, I rolled a 19 on Maxi's death saving throw, and that was it. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm laughing at
Oh,
Vincent's
no.
facial hair because it's fucking hilarious.
He has facial hair?
I assume he has facial hair. Hey, Lewis, does Vincent have facial hair?
Yes.
You humans are so stupid with your facial hair. Ha 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 ha.
Hi, Eryn is great. Oh my god, everyone's gonna die. Why did I do this? It's fine. No, if they die, they die. Just bring them back. That's what we do.
I'm so content right now.
That's good. I think. No, watching people be high when you're not high is the most amusing thing.
Why won't you get high?
Because if I
It
get
feels fucking fantastic.
I know. But these things are dangerous as well.
They really aren't.
In excess. Just be careful.
I've only got 2.
I know. I trust you.
And if Vincent dies, who cares?
Good point.
Good point.
Just take one.
Oh my god. Another time.
I
Another
take
time.
one of Vincent's and I hold it out to her. Just take one.
Another time. Look, I've done it before. I know what it's like. Don't worry.
Alright, fine.
I had to if I knew where to get it.
Dude.
Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer.
Dude, it's fine. I proceed to giggle at Ray for some reason. For a reason.
Because she's a half-elf.
I draw my sword.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I giggle at her because she's a half elf. That's hilarious.
And she's now waving around a bit of metal which changes shape whenever she wishes it to be.
Whoa, dude.
Dude,
What
I
are you
know! I'm changing it into like all the shapes right now.
Dude.
Dude!
All stoner people do is say dude. That's it.
Yo, dude.
Whoa, dude.
Like, chill out. Yep. Anyway.
That's nice.
It's nice. It was nice. So, you spend the evening. Is there any meaningful conversation you want to have?
Nope.
I can't really think of anything. You guys? Any meaningful conversation?
I wonder if Maxi landed on his feet.
If he did, he probably drowned.
Because they say cats always do.
Do dead cats land on their feet? Man, this is morbid.
Don't know. It's a good question.
Yes, he did.
Do you think he worshipped a god?
I don't think so. Not from
That's
what
good.
Well,
What happens to him after he dies then?
Fish food.
his body becomes fish.
I
right?
take it you don't worship a god either then.
I mean,
I worship them all. You know, hedge my bets.
that's a fair game to play. They don't mind, I don't think. Well, some of them do. Be careful. His body's gone. His soul will be fine. Made sure of it.
We just will look after it, right?
Of course. Always.
Dude. That's fucking so cool.
Welcome to...
Ouijas is pretty cool.
Ouijas is the coolest. The best. Absolute best. Anyone tells you otherwise, they're wrong. Just saying.
I still
think
don't
you'll
worship.
find Pelor trumps Ouijas.
God, no. I mean, he's a great guy and all that, but God, he's so boring.
Pelor's such a, human god to worship.
You just said that.
Problem with that, Elf?
I'm sorry?
You have a
well, I
problem
mean-
with that?
Yeah, maybe I do.
What are you gonna do about it?
He's literally the god of harvest and the sun. Elves kind of worship him as well.
I'm just gonna start giggling.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my. Stoders. What are they like? Oh, that was our meaningful conversation.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
meaningful
gonna go search
conversation.
for snacks.
I brought food.
Nick's
to the
brought food up
room.
into
I
the
brought
room.
Food up into the room.
She didn't bring them.
I have a snack right here, and I point to my dick.
Definitely not enough.
Good.
Elves are known for their
I'm gonna go get some more food for us.
slenderness.
Is it long and thin like the rest of you?
Oh my god.
Definitely is.
Nix has left the building.
You know, insecure guys say that girth is all that matters.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they appreciate it when you just stab it at them.
Okay, it's fine. I'll go buy some more food for everyone.
And now we end meaningful conversation.
End it on a high.
Wow, that was a terrible joke.
Thank you for noticing it. Right.
All right. Well, you acquire more food from the kitchens.
Yep. Bring it up for everyone.
I feel like there's just a person outside whose face is just replaced by the word plot, just sort of stood tapping their foot whilst waiting for the stoned players to stop being stoned.
Hey,
Dude.
I have more important things I want to be doing, like getting out with the into the sun part down where the people I know are.
Yeah, we can call it a night if you want.
Fat plot.
All right, so you get high, you have meaningful conversation, you eat snacks.
Mhm.
Next morning comes, the smell is still incredibly strong in Eryn and Nix's room.
God damn it.
What, Vincent smoked about 5.
Oh god. I was gonna save one of these incenses, but I guess I'll light one of them for this room. It reeks.
What did you say that incense was again?
Trees and
Oak
lavender.
and a very hint of lavender.
I now have one incense stick.
Your incense smells of trees.
Yep.
DM, how true to life is this incense smell?
It. I mean, like you can sort of see where the smell of, the sort of smell of oak is coming from, and there's a hint of lavender. It's definitely incense and not like you're out in a forest, but it's reminiscent and sort of reminds you of it.
Excuse me. I'm just going to quickly get dressed and go out of the room.
Oh. Bye.
Why were you undressed?
I mean, when I say dressed, I mean...
High. That is all that you need to know.
That works too. Is there like
Why is your head in a bucket? Well, he was high. Oh, okay.
Is that like a bathroom? In the inn?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Sure. Right. Whilst Eryn is apparently taking care of business, what's everyone else doing?
I'm debating on the chances of us being able to sneak out. Or me sneaking out into the other part of the city. I don't want to be here. I don't like this place. I don't like it.
All right. Vincent? Ray?
I kind of feel like I'm still slightly high. So I'd
Probably.
be, kind of just chilled out, eating like a real big breakfast.
No!
And apparently Ray's just screaming into the ether.
My straighteners have stopped working.
Oh no.
You what? What was that?
Hair straighteners.
Oh no, that's actually kind of a
These
shame.
arcane objects.
Damn it! I think I have some in London.
I'm
I
having
didn't take them
such
with
bad
me.
luck today.
Just leave them.
At least you're not dead.
True. That's true.
That is true.
All right. So morning routine is done. Breakfast has been eaten. Whatever needed to be taken care of in the bathroom has been done.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Find the guy with
downstairs.
plot written on his face.
He's fucked off and gone and got high himself. Right.
That's fair, Madhu. That's fair. Oh. I mean,
So what do you guys do?
What do you
Go
want
downstairs, have breakfast, head out of the inn.
in a group?
Oh my
in a
God.
group? It's not.
Someone just made a growling sound in my kitchen. That was really weird.
That sounds
Grrr.
terrifying. So,
Yeah, oh my God.
anything you okay?
Sorry.
Anything you'd like to see in Wildshore? There's not much to see, and I'm sorry about that.
We're still under quarantine, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what happened last night?
Oh, yeah, you guys just got very high. It was very funny. It was...
Nothing I don't remember.
No, you didn't. No,
Cool.
you didn't do anything. Don't worry.
Cool. Good.
I know you'd be upset if you did.
Yeah, still under quarantine.
So,
Can't access the rest of the town.
Well, so it'll be open again tomorrow.
Where's Vincent and Ray?
Pardon?
Where are Vincent and Ray?
Vincent's still high.
I'm still eating my big breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
Okay, so we're still in the end. That's fine.
He's high.
Question.
Mm.
When I'm a wolf, do I look like just like a stray dog, or do I look like a big wolf?
You look like a big wolf. Slight difference between stray dog and wolf. And you do look quite wolf-esque.
Alright, I send Pepper out to see more of Wildshore.
Don't blame me if someone killed your cat to eat it.
I can't kill it.
All right. So whereabouts are you sending Pepper in Wildshore? Ignore the sound of the squeaking drawer, which is apparently right next to my foot.
For now, he's just gonna follow the main street, and if he sees anything interesting, he'll follow.
The main street actually sort of goes in a loop around the dock district part of the town. Again, it is very separated from the rest of Wildshore. There are a few houses. The 3 giant figures are now down to 1. But there still appears to be a ton of troops still just lining the squares. And it doesn't really look
I
like
want to go where we're not allowed.
much is done. Going where you're not allowed, they're just... There's nothing weird. You know, first of all, make a perception check.
Bear with.
I don't wanna be here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
You don't perceive.
8.
Oh yeah, you can add your familiars to D&D Beyond on your character sheet now under creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that was added last week. Anyway, with an 8, yeah, there's a ton of there's just a ton of houses. Some are half submerged in the boggy water. There are a few people sort of going about their daily lives. There's a few floating wooden pontoons with 1 or 2 guards marching up and down on them. Nothing really catches your eye.
Alright, never mind then.
Can we just, like, slide by one of the entrances to the rest of the city? See how guarded it is?
Yeah, can we... I don't really like the idea of staying here for another... Well, a day isn't very much, actually.
Another night. Yeah.
Shall we just waste the day away and wait until tomorrow?
I'm not sure about you, but I kind of want to investigate these prisoners.
Oh, the giant kin?
Yeah.
They were prisoners? I thought they were just using them for the war.
I mean, they look like slaves to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well...
I have a soft spot for the historically disenfranchised.
Do you really?
We could be nosy. And pester to find out more about what's going on down in Silk Horse and Stillguard and Scorchkeep and all that.
Why not? This place is boring and we could use some excitement.
That's true.
Nearly dying, not exciting enough for you.
I didn't nearly die. It was Eryn. I'm sure she would have been fine. She can swim.
I think we all came pretty close.
I am a man. I did reference my penis yesterday. I am a man.
We know you did it.
But I've never seen it, and you just look so feminine. Sometimes I forget.
Let's go.
Well, it's there.
Let's go.
I'll take your word for it.
Good.
Wait, so are we pestering or are we trying to find a way out of this area?
Vincent, did you want to pester?
I'm always voting for pester.
Let's pester.
What are you doing? Where are you going? How are you doing it?
Apparently we're going to try and find these giant kin.
Only 1 left.
Really?
Yeah, the 2 of them are gone. So that means they've been put onto the ships going out.
Oh, right, okay.
But other than that, the amount of soldiers still seems to be the same number.
Really?
Where do you think the armies are that are moving north?
South, aren't they?
As in, where in Wildshore? Or are they just not in Wildshore at all?
Wait,
What are you asking?
I'm a little confused as to what you're trying to ask.
Oh, sorry. As in, like, they've closed off Wildshore to allow soldiers to move north. Or is it south? Sorry. Did I get that wrong?
They said that the docks is closed, that you have to stay in the docks area, and that there is no, that it's closed down for they are using the docks for the, to transport the army, essentially, or armies.
Oh, okay. And there seems to be exactly the same amount of soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
but there's 2 less giantkin. Not dragonkin.
Dragonkin. You're talking about the herbalist?
Yep.
I mean, it's difficult to tell if these soldiers are the same as the ones yesterday. I mean, they're all wearing the same uniform.
That's a fair point. I mean, lots of ships must be coming in and out of here.
Yep.
How
There are a
long-
shit ton which are.
Can I ask someone how long the soldiers have been here for?
Who are you asking?
I'll ask the innkeeper if he's there. Are we outside?
Yeah, he is. And he goes, Rogers. About a month now.
Really?
Yeah.
And did they have they kept this area locked up for the entire month?
Pretty much. And
And do they
probably going to be another month or so.
so they keep saying, "Oh yeah, we'll open up in a few days," and they don't.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Okay. Change of plan. I don't want to be stuck in here for a month. Can we try and get out the city?
Sounds good.
Nix.
Pretend you
Your
didn't know.
funeral.
Yep.
Nix. Do you have any way of contacting your friends?
I don't think there'd be much help, but well, it's not my first time sneaking in and out of this place.
Okay, I guess that's true.
There's a few back ways. They're probably still got unguarded, but they might be less guarded than usual.
I guess it's
And
worth a
that's-
try. Ray, Vincent, are you up for some sneaking?
I'm up for some sneaking. It is what I was born to do.
Right, well, I mean, I just recently learned a spell that could actually help us with that, so when we're about to get to the sneaking side of things, Nix, let me know.
Will do. I will also disguise myself at some point, but we'll do that in a bit.
Right,
Alright.
Operation Get Out of Wildmount is now underway.
Wild sure.
Shit, did I say Wildmount?
You said Wildmount.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Wild Mount is a continent in a different planet.
Sorry.
Well, it's okay.
Sorry.
So, dear, since I'm assuming I have most definitely snuck out in and out of this place numerous amounts of times.
A few times, yeah.
Well, not numerous. It's a dangerous place to be sneaking around in. So, one of the quieter areas around.
Well,
I mean,
you not roll investigation.
Sweet. I'm bad at these.
Everyone or just...
I still haven't rolled above a 10.
Nix. Only Nix really knows the sissy.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the few places which you do actually remember as the quite sort of like runway, well, the runs which you could use to get in and out, especially with your size, one or two of them you sort of realize there's no way your current teammates are going to be able to get through there. The more inconspicuous ones and the sort of like back alleys which lead out, you find are all pretty well guarded.
Now this.
You sort of walk along the roads to the edge of the city, and pretty much everyone leading out, there are at least 4 or 5 guards stood.
This is really weird. This isn't
No
good.
idea.
This is not good. What's
You
your
do come
idea?
across 2 or 3 who are with other humanoids stood around. Some of them appear to be arguing and trying to, you assume, try to get out of the city themselves. But they're apparently not having any of it.
Might be able to use them as a distraction then.
That's true.
Mm.
I have another idea,
Go for
maybe.
it. Yeah, sure.
We climb onto the rooftops and get out the city that way.
We could most certainly give that a try.
I will still help us stealth
Yeah,
past, but
we'll need that because it's not dark.
hey, Vincent, Ray, are you guys used to climbing?
Depends what I'm climbing on top of.
Houses?
That seems perfectly doable.
Cool. Right.
Right.
Should we do this?
Let's move to a slightly quieter part and let's do it.
Okay. So when we move to quieter part, I'd like to cast Pass Without a Trace on the party.
All right.
And I
Well,
would
whilst you're
like-
moving to a
Oh.
quieter part,
Oh no.
you have to sort of make an investigation check, whoever's leading you to a quieter part.
Next, I guess that's you.
I can't roll above a 5. I can't
Oh
roll.
my god.
You end up in the main part of the dock. You
Hate this
you
city.
do wander around, and you wander around a good hour trying to find a sort of quiet, secluded spot which you might be able to get up. But when you think you found one, you hear the sound of a patrol coming around, or a few other people coming and going, and well, it's rather difficult to find anywhere. And Nix, you haven't been here for quite a while. You're sort of forgetting where everything is. You don't really remember much of anything.
I lived in the
It's
slums more
incredibly
than this.
frustrating.
I hate
And
this
you
city.
circle back to a entranceway to which you pretty sure wasn't that known, but there are currently guards stood arguing with what appears to be a purple tiefling.
Oh,
Alright, it looks like we're just gonna have to go for it.
a purple tiefling.
A purple tiefling.
A female purple tiefling?
A male purple tiefling.
Never
Black
mind.
hair.
Male purple tiefling?
Anyway,
A
Do we
male purple
recognize this voice?
tiefling.
oh, is it?
Who's paying attention?
I am.
I was, because I immediately thought of someone I once disguised myself as, who I was planning on disguising myself as again.
I'm
I
always
rec-
alert when I'm on a mission.
I think I recognize this guy.
Is Ray paying attention?
She had to go take a phone call, so I
Ah.
will take her
I would
over.
assume that
I will
she's also
infect-
paying attention.
Right.
Well,
Well,
we may want to wait for Sophie to get back, because it's a voice Ray definitely does recognize.
Shit.
it is. Oh
Okay.
no. I at some point was planning on using
I'm
my...
gonna take this opportunity to go to the loot bar.
Okay.
Certainly.
I was planning on using my hat of disguise to look like a purple tiefling child again. Because, you know...
Well, you've encountered 3 different purple tieflings.
We have. Wait. Yes, we. Wait, have we? 3. Yes, 3 we have. Lady Vanderporten. What's his face, Vanderporten? And the thief.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who
And
does
then-
have a name,
I know.
rather than apparently BDSM enthusiast, according to Charm.
Was Angelica? And no. Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia.
I don't know why I went with
Falcon.
Angelica. That was definitely not it.
She's
Right.
anything but.
She was Alicia, wasn't she, with an E?
Yeah. Alicia Falcon.
Time to get these
Wait, what happened?
motherfucking assholes out of
Oh,
this
it's,
motherfucking
Yllka back,
city.
yep.
No, we went to the bathroom. We found a purple tiefling arguing with the guards that we're currently avoiding.
Oh, fuck him up. I don't like them right now.
Because
The guards or the tiefling?
The tiefling!
Because you know who it is.
I know exactly who it is. Fuck him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it may be a certain
No.
Vanderporten.
No. Oh, plot. Why? I just got right. By the
Well,
way,
we
I've
need to
just-
wait. We need to wait for Yllka to get back.
I know. I'm just letting Ray know I've disguised myself as the purple tiefling kid. We've done this before. I feel like I stand out less. There's a gnome, freaking cleric outfit.
You could literally use the hand of disguise just to make yourself not wear your cleric outfit.
That's a really good point. I'm going to ignore it. Because it's fun pretending to be someone I'm not. You know, I haven't really changed much in 20 years. You know, I'm just a poor gnome. Oh, So, is it canon that Van der Borten went and got high last night because we ignored the plot?
No. There are many plots which would be standing around tapping their feet.
I changed my mind. We hide.
Sorry.
Well, we're still waiting on frickin' Yllka.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, Yllka's back. Right. So as you're sort of stood discussing this and you notice upon this purple tiefling arguing with the guards, Ray, you do recognize it as a certain Van der Porten.
Hey, let's go.
Do I know which one?
Yes, the male one. The brother.
Shit, let me see if I can find my notes from back then.
Why is he here? Ugh,
I say we hide.
that sounds good.
Okay,
As you say this out loud, the guards and the tieflings sort of just turn to look at you guys.
We didn't say it that loud. Quickly, walk away. Walk away.
I start walking away.
I grab Nick's. Oh, fuck it. Oh.
Oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? What's wrong? What?
I was gonna steal your hat. You have to be attuned. I hate it.
I'm currently using it as well, so.
Yeah, you're currently grabbing a small purple tiefling.
Yeah. What? Are you okay? Are you alright?
Well, what a great
I
opportunity.
walk in the opposite direction.
Yeah. As you do that, he just casually jogs up to the side of you.
Oh god.
How are you doing?
Good. Yeah. How are you?
Bloody terrible.
Oh, that's a shame. Look, we're just on our way somewhere really important. I'm sure you understand. Can
I'm
we?
sure
maybe
you are in
chat?
this lockdown.
Yeah, we're on a ship heading south.
Oh,
we can.
are you trying to tell me you're now in the army?
We are in the army. We're
not-
actually part of a group called the Mist Guard.
Yes, I know. We're providing... well, an interesting idea on what protection is during a certain party.
Yeah,
I don't follow.
we did offer good protection during that party.
Oh, I want to be
I
so.
know you're misguard, Ray, mainly because you were there at the party where we met, doing such.
Misguarding, if you want.
Yes, I'm sure you must missed guarding.
We actually saved that party. It was a bit of a triumph on our part.
Well, I mean, the party didn't continue, but you saved the people.
Are we still not?
That, I guess, could be commendable. And so what has you guys down in this fine...
Tourism.
I find that hard to believe.
I don't blame you.
Gate's still closed.
My friend actually is from these parts. We're here visiting friends and family. Aren't we, Nix?
Yep.
For your sake, I hope they were not able-bodied.
What do you mean?
Oh no.
Where do you think an army this size comes from?
Fucking course.
Conscription.
Oh god.
Shit.
Go down and take the higher-ups. That's why everyone's locked in here.
Wait. They lock people in so they can conscript them.
No, the higher-ups are in here so
No.
they don't get conscripted to the army. They're taking the people in the
I'm not
slums.
going to touch the
Oh,
people
thank
who
God.
run the towns.
Not thank
As
God.
long as I'm
All
not
the money
getting
flow.
conscripted, that's fine.
Yeah, Good for you.
Well, walk around with your weapons on show, and you might do soon.
But my family's here.
So what were you doing talking to that guard?
Trying to get out.
Any luck?
Yes, I'm allowed to go free. That's why I'm walking beside you. Of course not!
Oh god. What they say about tieflings is true.
I'm right here.
Fiery temper. It's
Yeah.
more than just a bite. He sort of licks his teeth and bares them at you.
Oh boy, I should have prepared sending. Shit.
But alas, I'm stuck in here as well as you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And a few other comrades, so it were.
Comrades? Right.
Aye, comrades.
I'm very nosy. Sorry.
It can be a virtue at times.
Sounds good. So it's been like this for a month. Oh god.
A little over, I'd say. Fortunately, I arrived a little before it started.
Been here
What a
the
shame.
entire month. Oof.
And you haven't managed to find a way out? Oof, that doesn't bear well for us.
Oh, yeah, we were just gonna climb over the roof.
Yeah, I mean, we still have that plan.
Still don't have that plan.
Find yourself on the other side. Well, you might just find yourself in the army.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, so either we stay here and die here, apparently, or
Die.
we
I wouldn't say die, but it's definitely...
grow old here,
Oh no.
or
This is why I
we-
left this damn place.
or we get on the other side and get conscripted into the army. Oh,
I mean, I could get us through the city. I don't know, with this many people, I don't know how safe it
I
would be.
will not spend another 500 years in this shithole. I am getting out.
You've
Well,
already
to be
been
perfectly
here,
honest,
okay.
the army probably would be flattened and this town would have been taken over in 500 years. But I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, so somehow we both have to find a way out of this quarantine section and then also out of the town to go downriver as fast as we can.
Downriver.
Wait, no, you guys.
Sorry, upriver.
Upriver. You guys can go upriver.
Downriver, you've only got a couple of meters to go.
I mean, yeah, you go for it.
What do you mean?
No, my friends are here. They're in the slum parts. We lived there for years. Like, they're not fighters. God,
Shall we check on them?
that's what I want to do.
Gotta get
All
out
right.
first.
Gotta get out first. Okay. Wait,
To the
So,
are they?
although
But
what?
there's children over there too. They can't be conscripting children into the army as well, are they?
no, they're not.
Okay, good. But, well, that means they're on their
Why do you
own.
think the ship's
Although-
going to fork as well?
Oh, fucking course. Floating their problems onto other people again.
The entire lower part of the Sword Coast is bracing for war.
They're doing whatever they can to make sure it stays like that.
Well, they don't want to get past the mountains, and as far as what I can tell, the towns the other side of the mountain range aren't being very cooperative. So they're having to get the forces where they can.
Guess that's true. Towns
You were
on-
here as I was here with a friend or two, part of a meeting, talking about the effects of trade, the war would have on the trade, what we might need to be doing and such.
Hmm.
Here's a decent middle ground for us to meet, and unfortunately, we got ourselves caught up in this lockdown.
When did we last see the band of Autumn Brother? Over a month ago.
You
of
last
course.
saw him at the party.
Yeah, but like how long ago was that?
Oh God,
Month and a bit? Did he go straight from the party?
you're talking about a month. Yeah, you're talking about a month at this point. A month and essentially Yeah, essentially he would have made his way down the Sword Coast, and then this came into effect, and he's been stuck here ever since.
That's exactly what I wanted to know. Oh man, the poor sod.
So you can understand why he might be a bit irritable.
Yep, he's not in a good mood at all. God, okay, well, I don't know if I have any spells to help with us here. Let's all protect.
Oh, don't worry, we have all the time in the world.
How many guards are there?
Where?
In front of the exit bit we sort of moved back away from.
I mean, you've been walking away, but there were 2 there at that point in time.
Oh, sweet, okay. Hey guys, I just so happened to take hold person today.
Fair enough.
And once you get past those 2 guards, your plan for the other ones patrolling?
Avoid them.
We don't usually think that far ahead.
No. I mean, I like to think...
Yes, noted.
I like to think I know my way through this city, but changed a lot in 20 years.
Yes, well, constant water damage would do that.
Mm-hmm. Changed a lot, and yet the people are still the same.
Well, if you really want to get out, we do actually have a ship, but it's, well, not allowed to sail.
What's stopping it? This general lockdown, I'm guessing.
Aye.
Right.
Trying to get out via walking hasn't seemed very fruitful. One of my comrades has been attempting to sweet talk and get us able to just remove the ship from their problem, but so far we haven't been able to get very far with that one either.
Could you maybe just... Could you just force the ship out?
And this is 6.
I would prefer to still be above the water, not underneath.
Of course.
Alright, so...
And considering, well, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but you must have seen at least the stone giant, which is still currently in the courtyard.
Yep. They here for the war too, or are they using them for something else?
Well, I assume whatever it is war-based, but they have some interesting tactics of war passing through here.
I bet they do.
Hear me out.
Hmm?
Everyone's seen Lord of the Rings? Not in character.
Yeah.
Nope.
Which part?
No.
Yes, I run a role-playing game inspired by Lord of the Rings, but I've never seen them.
Okay, it's more like The Hobbit, though.
Yep,
so you know that one massive ogre which has like a ram on its head? We do that with the giant.
Oh no.
And get him to run through the city.
Why would he do?
Well, I mean, one, it's freedom for him.
Yeah, free
How very
freedom
kind of you.
if he makes it that far. I still... I mean, we could get over the walls. If there's only 2 guards, I could try hold person on them, hold them in place whilst we go over the wall.
Why don't we just use the roofs?
Ruse?
Yeah, just climb onto the roofs.
Oh, the
Yeah, let's
roofs.
climb onto the roofs.
Just climb over, yeah, okay. Into the city, and then to avoid the rest
I'm not very stealthy, but I can give it a
really not.
Well,
It's okay.
I have learnt a new spell that can allow us to be more stealthy than usual. By quite a bit.
Oh,
Well, if you guys want to try climbing over the roofs, I wish you the best of luck. If it doesn't work out for you, or you have a change of heart, maybe try something else. Come find me and my comrades.
To sweet talk the guards, or to get your shit out? Ship out.
Shit and ship, preferably.
Okay, so we have a...
You could be a use. The
We
oaken
have-
barrel, if you decide that climbing over the wall is not your thing.
What was
oaken
that ship
barrel.
called? The oaken barrel?
that is the tavern to which we're in.
The
Only good thing
Oak-
about this is that the military is actually paying for most of us to stay around here, so they can't charge too much. But they're going to run out of ale at some point.
Explains why it's also cheap. Right.
Right, well, I wish you the best of luck with your escapade. Climbing, not really my thing. And plus, my ship.
Mm-hmm. Good luck to you too.
Don't get caught by any guards now. You might find yourself on a different... someplace very unpleasant.
Oh, it gives me the creeps.
I'm glad.
Ooh.
Right, so
You know what I love? This
And with
entire,
that, he does turn and just start walking away.
I love
team.
this entire time I've just been this tiny little tiefling child. He's just like, yeah, this is fine. This child, like, yeah, I can use whole person. I can do this. I've been alive longer than 20 years, it's fine.
Illusion magic isn't perfect.
I know.
team. We have a choice here. We can either talk to the creepy tiefling and help him get his shit out. And to be fair, Ray, you do owe him a favor.
I mean, technically, I haven't. I mean, the debt has already been settled. I just can't provide what has been settled on.
Nope, you still owe them trade routes to High Ever.
Yeah, which they're not like cashing in on, but we never like.
Maybe because he's currently stuck in a town.
I mean, if you did this favor, you could call off that by saying that you helped him out of a really tough predicament. Anyway, the other option.
When we get out of this, the odds of us ever seeing each other again are so incredibly small
Really thought
that I won't have to bother.
I feel
wouldn't
like
count on it.
the fates are against us, though. You know? You know, I mean, look, what was the chance of us meeting him here? And I mean, isn't that...
Considering he came down here straight after you met him last time and got stuck here.
Also considering the fact that your home kingdom isn't exactly in the best place at the moment.
Wait, you talking to me?
Yes, your kingdom.
How dare you? My kingdom is the best state.
Alright, sure.
Nate, I'm really sorry. Can I get the name of that, the tavern?
The Oaken Barrel is where Eric Vanderporten is staying.
Thank you.
Eric, that was his name. Eric Vanderporten. Vanderporten.
Yeah, pretty much all the tieflings you've interacted, all the major tieflings you've interacted. Just saying.
Have E names. I mean,
Not all of them.
Not all of them, guys. If you want to go to him to get out of town, you're more than welcome to. But I need to make sure my friends are okay.
Then shall we do it the other way?
Even if we come straight back here and then do the ship thing, as long as I know if they're okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Are we doing that then?
Okay.
Please do something!
Right.
Okay, we're going over the roofs.
Let's climb onto the roofs and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Sneakily onto the roofs.
Does that take away my disadvantage?
Nope.
Nope, it just gives you +10.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah, so your minimum stealth score now is 10. Well, technically 11.
Plus, yeah.
Unless you already have something on your stealth.
Okay.
Like, oh shit, I just realised with Pass Without a Trace, my minimum stealth score is 15. Holy crap, dude.
Mine too.
Lewis, what's your stealth modifier?
This is ridiculous because he's a rogue.
Let me have a look. I think it's maybe +7.
+7
So
or
you're-
+9, I can't remember.
+9.
Oh my god,
Plus
so your minimum score is 20 with Pass Without a Trace. That's amazing.
Nat 1 is a nat 1 though, it's a critical
True.
fail.
That is true. Anyway, so
Anyway.
when we get onto the roofs, I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
When you get onto the roofs?
Before.
Okay, I'll cast Pass Without a
Pass
Trace now.
Can I...
I don't really know how this works. How do you cast it? It's verbal? Oh. Hang on. Oh no.
Verbal
Oh.
just means that you have to say something. Essentially, verbal means that if you're like trying to stay super stealthy and quiet, like you actually have to say words. So that doesn't always work. Verbal also means that you have to say words. So if you're in something like silence, you wouldn't be able to cast a spell which requires verbal, but it doesn't mean you have to stand there and loudly proclaim what spell you're going to.
Mate, can I just super quickly sprint back to the herb shop and buy a leaf of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce? In fact, can I buy 5 of each?
It doesn't consume them. It doesn't consume them. You just need one of them.
I'll buy 1 of each if that's okay.
Yeah, you don't have.
Okay, so again with the M for material parts of spells, rangers actually rarely have spells which use material components. Yours are just verbal and somatic is just hand wavy motions. So with Pass Without a Trace, material components, that is mostly flavor. So once you got it, don't really need to care about it unless you use. I will explain generally how spells work with this. For material components, if it's listed like it is for Pass Without a Trace, it can be replaced by spellcasting focus. So for Nyx, that's her holy symbol.
Yep.
If it states a value, like the spell Identify states you must have a pearl worth of 50 gold pieces, you must have that, and it cannot be replaced with, say, a holy symbol to cast the spell, because it is a stated value. If we will take what's the one I'm thinking for? Revivify. It has a stated value, and then also it then states to which the spell consumes. If the spell consumes it, sometimes it consumes like the mundane thing, even if they're not given a stated value. But if it consumes it, you then can use a focus emplacement. But it's more sort of a thing for you to be able to roleplay with, and you're watching the second season of Critical Role, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know how Liam goes and Caleb pulls out the diamond and gives it a spin. The diamond worth 50 gold pieces, I think, is the material component for casting chromatic
Orb.
Yeah, chromatic orb. But it isn't consumed. But that's why he always mentions taking out the diamond, because it uses that as its material component. However, a wizard could use an arcane focus of like a wand, and they would and for all the other spells like haste, where he chews on licorice, I think, and fireballs, something else. Those could just be done with a wand, but chromatic orb would have to be done with the diamond, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So yeah, you can rush back to the herb shop and for about 5 copper buy mistletoe and a sprig of spruce, to which you can burn quickly and keep the ashes on your person.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hold the ashes and the sprig in my hand and cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
All right.
Wait.
You are now concentrating.
Yes.
However, for an hour, shadows and silence radiate, asking you. So essentially, for each creature who is within 30 feet of you, I believe they need to stay within 30 feet of you.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet.
Honestly, can't remember of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity.
Yeah.
Assuming you're probably going to be walking around as a group anyway at this moment in time, so it doesn't really matter. So all of you, when you roll dexterity checks, you have a bonus of +10 to it.
Stealth checks.
Dexterity
Sweet.
stealth checks, yeah.
Right.
Are we doing that now then?
Onto the roof.
Well,
how do I use my macro with a +10? Do I just do the macro +10?
I have never tried.
I will try it for you. Let's see. Stealth +2. Hey, it works.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So if I roll stealth...
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, wait.
Doesn't. You rolled a 12 plus 4.
26, then.
It's because the +10 is after the word. A 19 for Ray. That's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for me.
27 for Vincent. A 26 for Nix. And Eryn rolls. You can just roll
sorry.
it and we can add 10.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that worked.
I mean, we don't need it to be recorded perfectly. In like the roll.
Holy fuck.
In that.
When we get
Alright.
onto the roof.
So,
Okay.
for those who are climbing, athletics checks, please.
Oh god.
Okay, so it seems like I use all my luck on the
On those
airship.
double 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need the other athletics?
Why is it only now I'm rolling above 10?
Wow.
Jesus.
Alright, so Ray, quite stealthily, you're able to... you guys duck into an alley after Eric leaves you, and you're able to sort of arrange a few barrels quickly and pull yourselves up, and you realize you actually have 2 stories more to climb, since most of these buildings are at least 3 stories tall. So you start pulling yourself up, Ray, Vincent, like mountain goats, sort of just pulling yourselves up with Ray's general just strength. She's able to just pull up, even wearing the chain armor, which for some reason isn't even clinking that much.
Magic.
Vincent is just sort of watching.
Glide up.
Vincent's sort of just watching Ray, and they're just following her path with a little bit more nimble and grace to it. Nix, you can't follow Ray in her path. She's taking way too larger leaps and sort of reaches for you, so you have to find your own way, but in doing so, you're able to pull yourself up quite nicely. Eryn, you're not really used to buildings. You're more used to climbing trees. And where the rest of the party is now reaching about the 3rd floor, you're still hanging the 1st.
I'll get there. I'll get there, guys.
Do you need some help?
No, I'll be fine. I'm an expert climber.
Stealthing. Oh god! This is the hell!
Shh, Eryn.
Oh!
If you want, I can give you a lessons on being stealthy.
Can I throw that rope down to
Fine, thanks.
pull him up?
Given a fair bit of time and heavy breathing, Eryn is eventually able to join you guys as you sort of perch on a rooftop. From where you're now sat, you do see that the houses, there is nothing really stopping the houses between the where the sort of stone gives. There's about 2-3 meters worth of stone, and then it literally the platform just falls off. It's about like the last wall of a house, and then there's about 2-3 meters of stone, and it just drops off about another meter or so into the sort of boggy swamp-like. I guess it's more like a marsh, isn't it? A saltwater marsh of the estuary of this river. There appears to be 1 or 2 guard patrols going along this stone sort of path and staring out further into Wildshore. There are multiple guards on patrol as well.
Oh god.
Very few people around.
This isn't looking good. Not looking.
Nix, where are the slums of the city?
You're looking at them.
Ah,
We're so in sync. That's twice now.
It is. I'm trying to think of something. It's very much literally just a town in a swamp.
Shanty house after shanty house. All made of wood. All slowly rotting.
Pretty much. A few of them are on sort of stone foundations. Some there's 1 or 2 temples are actually outside of the main area. There is actually 2 temples within the sort of posher area, but there are a few temples outside of the in the more shanty town area of the town, and they are actually stone, or mostly stone foundations. So they appear not to be rotting away and somewhat looked after. But from what you can see up here as well, there doesn't appear to be them really being manned either.
Oh boy. Right then. So we're safely on the rooftops and not been noticed?
As you're aware.
Well, okay. Is there... Can we see a pattern to how the guards are moving?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there seems they seem to have marked out routes to which they're following. Guards being set off on certain intervals. You know, just general sort of sweeping the area. They seem to most places somewhat well covered. There are times where no guards are looking in certain areas. It doesn't appear to be sort of like a just continuous trying to find people, but it's
just a lookout.
Well, you assume that's one of their jobs.
Okay. So having seen the vague pattern of where the guards are going and know exactly where I need to get to their inn, I think it's possible. I mean, I know the city pretty well, I think. I can get through cities pretty quickly. Can avoid the guards, hopefully. I'd like it if we could just go straight there. Straight to where my friends are supposed to be. They probably aren't, but I can hope.
So, how are you getting out? How are you getting down off this roof?
I have rope. And we can use... Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Can we tie some rope to the immovable rod?
Wait, can I propose something?
Sure.
Can we jump to the next roof?
I'm down.
How is it a big jump?
There's a few spaces, but there's 1 or 2 roofs you might be able to get to.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't climb up a house right on the edge either. You're a couple of buildings away from the edge, so you're probably gonna have to move along the roofs to get to it as well.
Okay. You know what? Moving by roofs doesn't sound like a bad idea. I don't know if they'll expect it. If they do, I have spells we can use.
Cool.
Hopefully. Alright, there's another thing I wanted to do. When we get close enough to the guards that were stood at the gate, who I'm assuming are still on watch, I wanted to cast a spell on them if we were going past them.
Well, you kind of ducked into an alley. I'll just draw out essentially. So if you have the sort of like the main alleyway which you're going down, you've got a building here with, say, a fancy roof. I would say you're sort of here. So, I mean, you could go look at the guards, but at the moment there's a roof between you and the guards who would be positioned more here and here.
I will be fine then.
So it's doable, but at the moment, but you'd sort of have to just position yourself to be able to do and such.
Okay, if they're not worried, then I won't bother. I guess across the roofs then. Oh man.
All right. Well, I would like for all 4 of you to make acrobatics checks, please.
Acrobatics. Oh, thank God. The dice is blessing me because I'm desperate.
Go.
What's my acrobatics like in wolf form?
Oh,
you
that's
know,
a very good point.
we should probably just add the wolf to your creatures tab as well.
I will after this session.
All right, stick under like.
That's for Vincent.
Yeah, your wolf form is a standard wolf. Your wolf acrobatics, amusingly enough, will be +2.
Nah, I won't bother. 4.
All right.
Man.
So as you're making your way between roof to roof, Ray, you're being very conscious to not make your to make sure your chainmail isn't jingling. And as Eryn kind of creeps along behind you, you keep on hearing him sort of mutter to himself the odd elven curse word, the occasional sort of slipping of his shoes against the tiles. This is really not something he's used to doing.
Wait, what? Why am I not used to doing it? What?
Because you're used to traversing woods.
Yeah, but I got 22.
Yeah, you're doing it, but you're not being stealthy about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I understand. Yeah.
So you're not falling over, but you occasionally slips. It's not something you're too used to, and you keep on like cursing underneath your breath.
Yeah, that's what he would do. Yeah, that's fine.
And so Ray being very conscious of the sort of trying not to make noise with your chainmail, and you keep on hearing him, and you kind of go around to try and tell him just to shush as you feel your foot beginning to give way as you're now beginning to slide off of the roof.
Can I try and grab it?
Certainly. Make a dexterity saving throw. All right. As you begin to slip and slide, you're sort of able to grab hold of a couple of tiles, and there's a bit of a noise, but you are now pressed somewhat against the roof with a few broken tiles in either hand. You're no longer fooling.
Can I pull myself up?
Yes, you didn't slip too far.
Oh, God.
You sort of look forward. Vincent and Nyx have stopped and are staring at you. There is a jump which you guys now have to perform to get to the next roof, to the house, which is on the very edge of
Alright, I try again.
the town. All right.
You
Well,
first.
for those making the jump of about, it's about 10 feet, which needs to be jumped. So, unlike everyone else, everyone to make acrobatics checks again, please. Checks? Yes, checks. Acrobatic checks,
Oh,
please.
God, Ray, no.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
What's Vincent?
Really?
One sec, I rage quit.
I was gonna say, oh, buddy. Oh,
Why is his
after being
acrobatics so bad?
after being super careful along the roof. Right, you all get to the edge. You sort of glance around. Eryn sort of pushes their way to the front, jumps, and just manages to make it sort of loudly sort of catching the edge of the roof. There's the sound of a few sliding tiles, but he sort of stands. You'll freeze. You hear a guard kind of go, "What?" Probably a cat or something. And you wait a couple moments before Vincent steps up. So glances around. No guards. Leaps. Just about lands, and where it looks like he's about to fall off, Erin's able to reach forward and sort of grab hold of Vincent and pull him up. As this is happening, Nyx, you psych yourself up, you run forwards, you leap, and you miss just it. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
Alright, as you reach forward, your hand just grabs the lip of a couple of tiles as you kind of slam into the wall, and the wind is knocked out of you as you're now just hanging there. As you hear Ray's, somewhat not expecting you to be there, leap as well, and it looks like she's coming relatively straight for you, having misjudged it herself. Dexterity saving throw, please, Ray.
20!
Oh, shit.
With that, you are able to catch the roof as well. There is a significant creaking sound as you kind of slam against the wall, just nearly crushing Nyx as you two are now just hanging there. And you hear another voice go, "No, that can't be cats."
Oh, God, oh, God. Can I turn around?
I mean, you're currently clinging to a ledge. a rooftop about shit. I'll have how.
Never mind.
Hold up.
Oh wait, can I poof
about-
Pepper out and then poof him back, but on the street?
I make him
You
knock
can make
something
him appear
over
on the street. Yeah.
And then can I get him to knock over something? Like, I don't know, is there like...
The cat is an asshole. He finds a potted plant. It is on the floor. He's walking in a flower box, just kicking up dirt against a window.
I want him to make noise. Can he make, like... I don't know, crashing sound?
Make a perception check. Also, you are approximately... Okay, a story is approximately 15 feet, so you are approximately 45 feet up in the air at this moment in time.
Okay.
Just an FYI.
Thank you, because that will change
yeah.
what spell I have to use.
Find multiple pots of potted plants for Pepper to quite happily and cheerfully walk along and just flick to the ground, causing crashing sounds. All of the noise, and there is now just dirt everywhere. You see one or two sort of flickers in the window as people's faces sort of look to see what's happening, and someone even sticks their head out and sort of goes to shoo Pepper away with a broomstick, going, "Scram, cat, scram!"
I've never been more proud. Does he deter the guards?
Is an asshole. You know what? Make a performance check for Pepper, and I shall have the guards roll.
Oh.
Do I use my performance check?
Sure, go with your performance check. After all, you are commanding them. I'm afraid the guards rolled a 9, so they sort of see this cat and they go, "Shoo!" As you hear below you the sounds of guards going, "Shoo!" You know, I can't. See if you can find anything.
I just make Pepper be as irritating as possible while Nix and I try and climb back up.
Well, as you're sort of climbing up and you hear the thing just sort of trail off, you turn to see that there are 2 guards just staring up at you.
Can I please cast Hold Person at level 3?
You certainly can. They need to make wisdom saves.
They do need to make wisdom saves.
I poof Pepper away.
Pepper, still being an arsehole, is about to knock off another pot, and as they're about to do so, poof, disappears. That's a success and a failure.
Fuck. Help.
As you pull yourself up and you turn, you just, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you just see him sort of stop, and the other guard sort of looks at him, looks back at you, and goes, "Oh God."
Can I try again at 2nd level?
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, it's concentration. Fuck, I'll drop it.
Yep. You'd have to drop it, and then they both get to make a save again. Is there anything which anyone else is going to do? As this
I don't know what to do.
casts a spell, one of the guards frees up, the other one sort of swears, looking between Nix and this guard.
If you don't
Eryn,
help
do you have
him...
any spells?
Wait,
I don't have anything, no.
I look the guard dead in the eye and I go, if you don't help him, his head will come off.
Make a deception check.
Oh man, I'm bad at these.
Okay.
Okay. No!
Unfortunately, the guard goes. The guard is like, "He'll be fine." As
Does he what?
he runs off.
Ah,
The
fuck.
guard runs off.
Yeah, the one which isn't frozen. He looks somewhat worried, but he runs off, yelling,
Wait.
"I'm sure it'll be fine."
Oh.
Let's go. Oh god.
He's gonna
Quickly.
tell. It's
We have
fine.
to
It's
find-
okay.
We have to find
okay.
somewhere to hide. Find somewhere to
Pass.
hide.
Pass.
Right.
Okay, hang on.
The guard
Wait.
gets
Pass without trace.
saving throw.
Fail it. You already have passed that trace up.
Pass without a trace doesn't leave any tracks behind, so if we run, they can't find us.
Yep.
You can only be tracked magically.
Sorry?
You can only be tracked magically.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yep.
Where is person?
What are you looking for?
Your hold person.
Target must see. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. It lasts a minute.
You don't. Do you have hope? Ah, there's your whole person.
I do. I took it today.
Yeah, no, it was.
But I took it today, I mean, like an hour ago.
It was all intermixed. Yeah, so he does get another saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that other guard is still paralyzed.
Thank god, let's run.
Okay, run. Run.
Find somewhere to hide.
Abandoning all semblances of stealth.
No.
No.
Wait,
Trying to
lead.
stay stealth.
Trying to remain stealthy.
I
All
lead
right.
the way
all right.
through the city to somewhere, I think, from where I saw the guards going and from what I know might be a little quieter and safe to hide in.
You're going along a singular rooftop.
Okay, fine.
Unless you want to jump to another one.
Yeah. Shall we go down on the ground? What if we fall
You're
again?
Sure.
not to the edge of the city yet.
Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. We keep going to the edge of the city.
Like, the two guards you caught the attention of were sort of guarding the alleyway which you were running along, which you were running a couple buildings away on side of. And this is the last house towards the sort of... Essentially, there's a wall at the end of some of the alleyways which don't lead out onto the stone area. So they don't bother posting guards, but there's every couple of alleys there's an exit, which is where there's one or two guards placed. And your noisy antics unfortunately attracted the two guards. You paralyzed one of them, whilst the other one seemed to have rushed off to places somewhat unknown. So you continue to the end of this house. You are now about 45 feet up. Straight down below you is a stone path, about 2-3 meters wide. Well, that's about 30 or so feet wide, and then it just drops off. Wait, no, 2-3 meters isn't 30 feet, brain. 2-3 meters. Oh, fuck. You know roughly how far it is. It's more akin to about 10 feet. 10 feet. Yes. So there's about 10 feet of stone, which then just drops off into sort of the boggy marsh. And you're now stood at the edge of the building, looking down. How are you going to get down?
We have rope.
Right, let's take the rope.
Alright, we could affix it to the movable rod.
Alright, so you affix the movable rod, tie a knot, tie the rope onto it, drop the rope down.
Okay,
I'm leaving my rod here.
we won't leave the rod here. I mean,
You're going to have to leave the rod here if you're to hold the rope up.
well, I mean, what if I stay up here, take the immovable off, jump down, and you guys catch me?
Sounds like a foolproof plan.
Like, we'll have other
Nothing can
plans.
go wrong here.
Our plans are great. Oh no. Right. I guess we do this.
Isn't there something we can tie the rope to on the roof? Like a little...
Yeah, there's a chimney pot.
Oh,
Sure, that'll work.
fine. Let's do that then. I'll get rid of my
I
rope.
mean, the rope's still going to be dangling there.
That's fine.
So you're going to lose one rope by doing this.
I'll get rid
Put
of
my
my rope.
rod away.
Ray puts her rod away.
I want that framed.
Okay.
What, the rod?
Let's use my rope.
No, the quote.
Ray solemnly puts her rod away for another day. Right, so you set about quickly tying this rope up around the chimney pot, dangle it over the edge. It leads down to the bottom. Next, you glance around. You notice that there is still currently some space between the next patrol coming through.
Oh boy.
You guys make your way down?
Gotta be quick.
Yeah.
All right, just for the hell of it, 4 more athletic checks.
Oh,
Pretty
boy.
please.
That's alright.
And
It's rolling.
okay. Right, Nix, as you tie your rope off, Eryn quickly grabs it. Essentially just quickly hops down, letting the rope run through his hands, somewhat used to somewhat burning sensation. Trying to put it out of his mind, quickly makes it to the bottom. Ray goes next. Vincent quickly follows. You're like, yeah, I got this. You turn. As you grab the rope, you sort of start to lower yourself over, and the rope is suddenly slipping from your hand as you kind of lose your grasp. And whoosh, poof, just land on top of Ray. And you take, dear Nix,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
12 points of falling damage.
Sweet, I'm on 29.
As you slam into the back of Ray.
Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Okay.
I'm fine. I took that like
Ray, you take 1 point of annoyance.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's just be quick. Let's get out of here. Ah. Go, go, go.
And
go.
with that, I think we shall end the session.
Nate.
What a roller coaster.
Nate. What did you do to them? What did you do? Oh, my God.
We'll find out next session, won't you?
Oh.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Guys.
Shabelle doesn't try and kill me or Abby.
Yeah.
Sorry about last week. I wasn't feeling very well. I ended up getting into bed and going to sleep at about 7, so
That's fair. Don't worry.